Fleet Center in Boston. It's the New York Rangers and the Boston Bruins. Hello, everyone, and welcome to New York Rangers hockey. Sam Rosen along with John Davidson. And a nice Saturday afternoon in Boston in which the Rangers have a very tough task ahead of them.
You can always tell, Sam, it's late in the season because the Rangers are in Boston. It's an afternoon game on a weekend, and it should be fun. Boston has played very well recently. In fact, maybe the best team in the East.
Rangers are playing well the last 3 games. For them, they hope it's not too late. They've got a real good combination going in Eric Lindros and Pavel Bure.
Well, the Rangers certainly need this game, Sam. You know, with Columbus playing in Montreal tonight, the Rangers need to keep their winning streak going. They've won 3 in a row on the road, and they've been riding the line combination of Lindros and Bure in particular. Ruchinski's been put on their left wing, but they have made it happen offensively. The two players have combined for 15 of the last 26 New York Rangers goals. Eric Lindros hasn't taken a penalty in 5 games. They have just connected and connected beautifully. It makes the other team think about them all the time, and they're coming off a wonderful game in Toronto, which the Rangers continued to win with their streak of 3 in a row on the road.
Pavel Bure had 2 goals and an assist in Toronto. He now has 9 goals in 8 games as a New York Ranger. It's been a great start for him. Lindros has played very well. And the other factor in this 3-game winning streak, which is keeping their hopes alive, is the play of Dan Blackburn in goal.
It's been solid in goal. He seems to be getting better with each game, and he's come up with some gigantic saves. A 3rd period in Tampa Bay, which the Rangers won. The 2nd period in Toronto. As an 18-year-old, he stopped 19 out of 20 shots there. And then the Rangers settled down and played a very solid 3rd period to earn the win. But Dan Blackburn is gaining invaluable experience. The team has a great deal of confidence in his ability, and he'll have to be good, Sam, here this afternoon against a high-scoring team.
A team that has tremendous forwards, high scoring, and a team that has gone from out of the playoffs to number 1 in the East. They've gotten some great contributions from their players up front.
You think generally with the Boston Bruins, this is a team that scores goals, and they can get you in a lot of different ways, and a lot of different people who have the ability to break the game open. Now, they are coming off a loss in overtime to Garth Snow and the Islanders, but they have people who can score. Billy Guerin now has 499 career points. He'll be looking for number 500. Samsonov, who's a very shifty forward, has 29 goals. He's looking for 30. And then you think of Brian Ralston. This guy has 9 shorthanded goals in the season. That's a Boston team record. Kind of make that one look rather easily. So they can get you in a lot of different ways. And then to complicate everything, not only do they have these guys amongst others like Glenn Murray, they have a big guy coming back into the lineup today.
Well, Joe Thornton has been out for a month. He's missed the last 16 games. He is healthy, and now he's getting himself primed for the playoffs.
He'll be wearing a harness on his left shoulder that's been giving him some problems. He's been working hard to get back into shape, wants to get his game shape ready for the playoffs. Will he be able to handle the physical play? It's a big question. He's scheduled to play on a line with Marty McInnes and Billy Guerin.
Dan Blackburn and Byron Defoe in goal. The Rangers and the Bruins coming up from the Fleet Center. Don't go away.
Hi, I'm Kurt Menefee.
And I'm John Giannone.
Join us tonight for all the latest news, scores, and highlights
on the all-new MSG Sports Desk.
That's only on the MSG Network.
New York Rangers hockey is brought to you by Bud Light, the proud supporter of the NHL. By Open, the small business network. New tools for a small business economy from American Express. By The Wiz, your ticket to entertainment. By Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. And by Continental Airlines. Work hard, fly right.
Welcome back to the Fleet Center in Boston, just a couple of minutes away from today's game between the Rangers and the Boston Bruins. A game the Rangers must win again because they are still 5 points out of a playoff spot, and the games are growing fewer and fewer. Rangers 4 games remaining. Montreal in action tonight. The negative side is if the Rangers lose today and Montreal wins tonight, it's all over for the Rangers. That's why it's a must-win this afternoon. We'll be set to go right after these messages. Fourth and final meeting of the regular season between these two teams. Rangers won the first 2. Bruins won last month. And Madison Square Garden, and Joe Thornton is back after injuring his shoulder in a pregame skate, in a morning skate in Atlanta. He's been out for a month, missed 13 games due to injury, 3 games due to suspension, and he'll be matched up with Eric Lindros. That'll test him physically right away, John.
And that means Rucinski goes against Bill Guerin on the near side. You see the officials, Denny LaRue, Don Koharski, the referees.
Tony Saracolo, Brian Murphy are the linesmen, and we're underway. Lindros, Rucinski, and Bure with Malakoff and Leach. The Rangers 5. Thornton with Bill Guerin, number 13. Marty McInnes, number 10. The forward line for Boston. Sean Brown, number 23, was picked up at the trade deadline from Edmonton. And Kyle McLaren, number 18. Lindros plays it back to Malakoff. Bruins 8-2-1, 8-2-0-1 in their last 11 games. That one, the overtime loss, was to the Islanders, 2-1, in a game in which the Bruins had 40 shots on Garth Snow.
Yeah, Garth Snow played terrific for the Islanders. They won a low-scoring game in overtime.
Rem Murray lost the puck. Stumple played it deep to Samsonov against Leach. Good check by Leach.
Watch for the strength of Brian Leach. He's fighting the bug. He doesn't feel very well at all, but he looks strong on the play there. Joe Thornton's first shift was 40 seconds long. He doesn't want to stay on the ice for a long period of time.
Rem Murray bumped with the goaltender. Defoe just got back as Fleury fired from the corner. Tom Poti is on with Dave Karpa. Tom Poti, who started Boston University. Is his family in attendance?
30 people.
Wow.
And they are excited to see him play. They're from, most of them from Worcester and here in Boston. Worcester not far from the city of Boston. Tom Poti grew up in his early years in Worcester, then moved to Boston to get better competition as a young hockey player to try and become better. And sure enough, he has.
A lot of changeovers. Jamie Rivers had a good hit on Dave Karpa. Karpa knocks the puck down and Nedved plays it. Nedved is on with Barnaby and McCarthy. Sandy McCarthy leads Barnaby. Barnaby centers to Nedved. He scores! Oh, the Peter Nedved wrist shot. Rips by Byron Defoe. Rangers grab an early lead at 1:53 of the first period.
With traffic in front, the Barnaby-McCarthy-Nedved connection had a great third line in Toronto 2 nights ago. Nice pass to McCarthy, great pass to Barnaby, and a better one across to Nedved. Look at the traffic. McCarthy made the first pass, and now watch him go right to the front of the net. He draws traffic. That sets the screen up. Defoe does not see the shot inside the post. Boy, was that a nice goal by this line. McCarthy gets out of the way. Nedved let her rip before P.J. Stock could get to him. 1-0 Rangers. All 3 forwards in on it.
P.J. Axelson for Boston, number 11, and after the puck is bumped along the boards by Brian Berard. And the Rangers move down. Lyashenko carries in against Hal Gill. Gill rides him hard into the boards. McKenna got it to Samuelson. Rangers' 4th line on. Lyashenko, Samuelson, and McKenna. A healthy scratch today is Michael Groshek, who's back with the team. Johan Holmquist is back as the backup goaltender after winning 4-2 in Providence last night for the Hartford Wolfpack. Nedved gets his 19th from Barnaby and McCarthy at 1:53.
They scored the goal against Boston's 4th line, Sam. So Boston came out with another line against the Rangers' 4th line, and the Rangers did all right. Now you have Lindros with his 2nd shift of the game against Joe Thornton once again.
Bure's pass intended for Lindros going all the way down as an icing on the Rangers.
Oh, what a time of the year for the Rangers to find a second line. Oh my. Nedved is starting to get the touch back finally, but it's so late in the season it just makes you, as the team, just wonder why so late. Sandy McCarthy took the pass from the defenseman to Barnaby. McCarthy went to the front of the net beautifully, and Nedved let it rip. A perfect goal. 4 players on the ice for the Rangers touching the puck. That's just a gorgeous play all the way up the ice and a 1-0 lead.
John, we'll be talking about what-ifs the entire summer.
Yeah. Well, I know one thing you think about next season. Bure and Lindros, and I don't know if it'll be Rucinski or not, but that threesome has been good.
Nedved takes the defensive zone face-off against Thornton with Lindros on the ice with Bure.
Nedved will go off if the Rangers get the puck out of the zone. Nedved's left-handed, Sam, to draw the puck back. Lindros is right-handed. He'd take the face-offs over on the right side.
Played deep on the backhand, knocked down by Malakoff, and Nedved brings the puck out, gets it to Lindros, and Nedved peels off. Bure moves in with a quick shot to save by Defoe. Good, tough shot by Bure.
Defoe didn't catch that clean. He trapped the puck between his arm and his body, not clean in the glove. That was Ronnie Lowe saying every single face-off's important right now, so he's trying his best to win everything. Watch the puck there as you can see Bure used the screen of the defenseman Kyle McLaren. I think Bure had intentions to shoot it there and then took the wrist shot instead, and Defoe trapped the puck between his arm and body. He did not catch it clean.
A little over 3 minutes gone by in the first period. Rangers have grabbed the early lead. They bring back Rem Murray with Andreas Johansson and Theo Fleury. Murray with a hit on Sweeney. Sweeney and Sean O'Donnell paired on defense for Boston. Glenn Murray moves it out to Sergei Samsonov. Behind the back feed, and the long shot is gloved by Blackburn, and he holds on. Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference.
Now, I asked Tom Pody this morning, I said, what made you think about playing hockey as a kid as opposed to a different sport? He said, I have a real severe asthma problem, and he does, folks, real severe. And the doctors told him as a kid to play sports to strengthen the lungs up for him. So he figured hockey would be the best sport because you're really, you breathe in and out so hard that the lungs get strong, and it sure worked for him, hasn't it?
Yes. Puck going all the way down, and Don Sweeney will touch up for icing.
So the asthma problem for Pody, along with the allergies, it's really something.
It's a remarkable
that he can play at
story.
this level. Yeah. We should tell the fans that we were on the airplane the other day flying with the Rangers, and they were passing out some, cookies after they had a little
play. Say cookies. You can tell the fans.
You and I didn't have anybody, but Tom Pody has such an allergy problem with some of the foods, he can't even be allowed to smell a peanut butter cookie. Right. So they were all of a sudden concerned with it, and then made sure they didn't go anywhere near Tom.
Alerted the flight attendants to where he was sitting.
Yeah, that's when they brought them back to you and me. Actually, Red Light ate them all.
Fine dessert. Sean O'Donnell back to the puck. O'Donnell has played very well for the Bruins. He's really solidified their defense. That's a two-line pass whistled down. They'll bring it back. O'Donnell was picked up as a free agent after playing with the New Jersey Devils. Signed one of the early signings by the Boston Bruins, and he has played physical and has done a good job for them.
I think he's had a good year. Yep. He's had a good year. His plus-minus is sitting at plus 30, I think it is. The only defenseman ahead of him is Chelios at plus 41. O'Donnell's plus 30 on the nose, and the only defenseman is plus 41, and that's Chris Chelios. Jeremy Roenick, 31, Simon Gagne, 31, and Glenn Murray, the forward here, plus 31. So that's pretty good.
Pretty good company. Racing in is Brian Ralston. Band on the shot with Brian Berard on him. Purinton with a hard hit. Rangers unable to clear. It's kept in. Axelson's got room. Shot blocked by Purinton. And banged off the boards by Barnaby, but kept in by O'Donnell. Long shot. Saved by Blackburn on a tip. In front by Brian Ralston. That's a great save.
There was two great plays there. As Barnaby tried to throw the puck out of the zone, it didn't happen. And it was kept in at the blue line. Even before that, though, there was a nice play where Purinton with his right skate blocked that shot from in tight. Now, Barnaby didn't get the puck out here. He has to. And it was kept in by O'Donnell. And then this is a pass for the beautiful deflection. And Dan Blackburn makes his first big save of this game. And that's just about 5 minutes into the first period. See, they're talking to Barnaby here about not getting the puck out at the blue line. That's his job. And O'Donnell kept it in nicely.
Ted Green, who had many, many years here as a player with the Boston Bruins. Long shot from the point by Gill. A save. Another save on Jamie Rivers. Blackburn with that second save.
Sam, this is the line that was on the ice for Boston when the Rangers scored their goal, so they almost got one back.
What I like in Toronto, John, about Dan Blackburn is those second saves.
Yeah.
He was really in good position to make the second save. It wasn't just make the first save and take yourself out of position.
Well, you hate to lose a draw as cleanly as Lyashenko did there. And then Boston had the point shot and then the rebound shot that Blackburn, and you're right, is recovering beautifully. Off the draw, with help from their friends, the Bruins got the point shot. Now get up and get over. Ooh, did he ever? You're right. You're right. you're right. In Toronto, 2 or 3 times in that game, he made the first save and then was really up and in good position for the second shot. He has a great relationship with Sammy Saint Laurent, the Rangers goalie coach, and they really work well together. It's a good marriage for the young goaltender.
Face-off win for Lindros. Ruchinski in the corner against Nick Boynton, number 44. Boynton, rookie defenseman, has played well. Lindros' pass was tipped.
Ruchinski did all the work. If Lindros hits Bore, he has a slam dunk, wide open net goal. Ruchinski did work on 2 men behind the net to set up Lindros.
Guerin moves the puck, tipped ahead by Marty McInnes. Chases down. Thornton goes to the net. Malakoff with a check on McInnes. Thornton working against Ruchinski. Out to Boynton for the shot. Deflected up off the glass. Guerin gets to it. Malakoff on him. Now it's McInnes against Leach. Guerin works it down for Thornton. Thornton against Ruchinski. Ruchinski, good job staying with Thornton. That pass tipped by Leach, kept in by Guerin. Guerin shoved to the boards by Lindros, who lost the stick. No, it was Guerin's stick that went down.
Thornton's toughest shift. There's more grunt work here.
There he is. Thornton looking to make a play. Slides it to Guerin. Guerin spun around, but Lindros got the stick in the midsection.
You talk about man on man?
In front, off the post. Gill cut in. Thornton's pass is a little behind Guerin. Oh, great pressure from the Bruins. Al Gill deflected it off the post. Rangers can't clear. Kept in by Boynton. Toward the net, but into the corner it goes. Guerin's got it. Out to McLaren. Saved by Blackburn, and he holds on. He needs a little rest after the big-time pressure. 9 gone by first period. Rangers have a 1-0 lead on the goal by Peter Nedved.
Yesterday, the Rangers practiced at Boston University here, and one thing they worked on was trying to quickly come out of the Rangers zone with the puck. And the reason why I say quickly is not to allow Boston to set up their trap in the neutral zone. Try to beat Boston to their setup and then gain the other team's zone. I think we saw that, Sam, on the goal by Peter Nedved early here in the first period.
Pody for Johansson. Glenn Murray on him. Pody batted it out of the zone.
What we've seen here the last 4 or 5 minutes, the Rangers getting the puck up to their own blue line, but not over it very often. And you've got to make sure, once you get it to that blue line, as Herb Brooks called it, the gray zone, get it over the blue line, like they just did that time.
Bruins do a real good job on the forecheck.
Yeah, oh yeah, especially they're big. They know the Rangers with their goals against on the season. That's where they want to get the puck deep and work them.
Johansson with the intercept, dumped it in. Rangers change. Sean Brown, former first-round draft pick of the Bruins, who was traded away without having played for them. This is an icing. And the Bruins got him back at the trade deadline. There's P.J. Axelson, who's added some offense to his game. Well, it's time for MSG Network's 7th annual Cheering for Children Week telethon to benefit the Cheering for Children Foundation. It starts tomorrow through April 16th during MSG and Fox Sports 10 telecast. Fans can bid on premium auction items, including a Rangers road trip, chance to play one-on-one against Walt Frazier, and tickets for a luxury suite for both the Devils and the Islanders' first-round playoff games. So log on to msgnetwork.com and you can check out the auction items. Berard plays it toward the net. It deflected off O'Donnell. O'Donnell moves it up to Brian Ralston. Now P.J. Axelson, 3-on-2 Bruins across with Sweeney on the left. Pass to Sweeney off his stick. LaPointe fired hard. Ralston winds and fires, blocked by McCarthy. Beautiful play. Lead to Barnaby. It's knocked away from him, and Sweeney's got it. Samuelson able to work it deep. O'Donnell against Nedved. O'Donnell kicked the puck up the boards to Marty LaPointe. And here comes Brian Ralston, who's had a huge year for the Bruins. Knocked down by Samuelson. Samuelson gets knocked down by LaPointe.
That's LaPointe's game. He's a physical forward. He really is one of those guys who likes to bank people. Now here comes Thornton again, Sam. In his last shift, their line had a great shift. Do they have energy to do it 2 in a row?
Right now the Rangers' 4th line is on with Lyashenko, Samuelson, and McKenna. McInnes avoided McKenna. The giveaway to Nick Boynton. He brings it out, and here's Guerin firing to Thornton. Knocked away. Good poke check by Malakoff.
It's a Rangers' 4th line, but it's Leach and Malakoff, so the Rangers have that matchup they want. Now the last shift, Thornton had the puck deep for 45 seconds in the Rangers' zone. You wonder if Thornton has energy to put 2 shifts in a row like that since he's coming back from missing 16 consecutive games. That's a big, hard thing to do. And we'll see how his strength is the rest of the game. The point with a hit on Samuelson, but credit Samuelson. He didn't give up on the play and moved the puck out of the zone. Point man wide open as Sandy McCarthy came across. Not only blocked the puck, but also made the perfect outlet pass to set up the Rangers out of the zone.
Sandy McCarthy has played well for the Rangers down this stretch. Lindros against Marty McKinnis. Bure winds it in for Lindros. Ruchinsky, McLaren checks him. The wraparound try was tipped by Defoe. And here comes Bill Guerin.
Every time the Rangers try something from our side, the near side of Defoe's net, Bore's standing on the other side, just waiting.
Lindros drops it off. Ruchinsky moves in. His shot deflected by Sean Brown. McLaren moves it around to Thornton. Thornton with Guerin wide to the right side. Dumps it in. Guerin goes to it. Leach on him. Teammates on the U.S. Olympic team. Samsonov centering. Karpa is there to block it and move it.
So a quiet shift. That shift by Joe Thornton after his previous one was a solid shift.
Past the midway point of the first period. 9:45 to go. Nice play by Poti off the boards. Here is Johansson moving in. On goal, juggled by Defoe, and he gloves it and holds on. 9:38 to go in the first. Peter Nedved has given the Rangers the lead.
The Rangers lead this one 1-0 as the puck was moved up. There's Tom Poti picking it off, and he ends up right at the net, shoving with big number 25, Hal Gill. And once that got finished with, Theo Fleury came over to give the much taller Gill a bit of a shot, kind of like Danny DeVito going up to Schwarzenegger.
Theo said, pick on somebody your own
side.
leave
him alone.
Samsonov against Karpa. Poti takes over. Kept in by the Bruins. And half a dozen times the Rangers haven't been able to get the puck out of the zone.
And Sean O'Donnell's been good at it.
Fleury couldn't get it out. That time Rem Murray did. Good job. Johansson going one-on-one against O'Donnell. Drops it back for Rem Murray. Broken up nicely by Stumple. To Glenn Murray. He breaks in. He shoots wide. Glenn Murray with 36 goals on the season. Sweeney gets knocked down hard by Johansson.
Good hit. Good clean hit. Snapped the stick of Sweeney right in half.
Fleury fires to Poti. Knocked it down with his foot. Played back by O'Donnell to McLaren. And he backhands it up into the crowd.
Stumple make a nice pass after the puck was turned over. The drop pass inside the Boston zone for the Rangers did not work. Fleury along with Ren Murray get the puck out of the zone. Now watch the drop pass here. Right there. Didn't work. Stumple picked it off and now hits Glenn Murray for the breakaway. And look at where Blackburn is. Nice aggressive goaltending. Took away a good angle. And then there's the hit by Johansson. That was a good, clean, solid hit.
Glenn Murray got the only goal for the Bruins against the Islanders. It came late in the game to tie it. Bruins got a point in that game. Bruins' last two home games, they've only scored one goal. They were shut out a week ago today by Carolina, 2-0 offside.
They did
on the play.
They did outshoot the Islanders 40-16, and the Islanders played a solid game. But Gar Snow was real good.
Yes, he was.
Isn't that something? Gar Snow has given the Islanders some big games this season. As you look at head coach Robbie Ftorek, and this team is really working for home ice regarding the playoffs.
Certainly a candidate for Coach of the Year.
Yeah, he's had
some outstanding performances, and his is one. McCarthy trying to get it back to Berard. Bruins clear it out. There's P.J. Axelson. Got around Purinton. LaPointe goes to the net. Axelson knocked away. Sliding play and poke check by Brian Berard. Broken up. Back the other way, Barnaby. He turns. 3-on-1 down low. They score! Nedved with his second of the game.
What a pass again by Matthew Barnaby. What a defensive play. Purinton had some trouble to the outside, but Brian Berard comes across and makes a stunning play. Axelson there to the outside. 2-on-1. Here comes Berard. Brilliant play. And then Berard just moved the puck, and the Rangers forwards went to work. And Barnaby stops. 2 men to the net. Tip in, tap in goal by Peter Nedved. 2-0 Rangers. Barnaby has exceeded all expectations for the Rangers with his offense, Sam. He has made some brilliant plays, and he stayed out of the penalty box. He's been a smart player. tap in. Nedved in the second line for the Rangers on a roll.
Peter Nedved, second time now in 3 games, he's had a 2-goal game. After going with that long scoring drought, back the other way, Ruchinski. Ruchinski plays it toward the net, steered away by Defoe. Nedved with his 20th, down low, broken up by Hal Gill with that long reach. 2-on-1 Bruins the other way. Thornton looking for Guerin. Tipped it wide. Guerin to Thornton. Thornton with the pass that deflected out of the zone.
That one should have been finished. That was a nice pass to Bill Guerin, who's a goal scorer. He just missed.
Nedved with his 20th from Barnaby. I think Berard should also get an assist on that. Barnaby has 2 assists, Nedved 2 goals, and for Peter Nedved, his 7th 20-goal season of his career. 11:58 the time of the goal. Lyashenko shot stopped. Samuelson stopped. Rebound put in.
I think the whistle had sounded. I think.
Samuelson
so sure
put it in.
I don't know if it should have sounded, but the referee was in behind the goal line, Sam. He has the right to blow the whistle if he does not see the puck. And they're going to go over and announce that the whistle had sounded. Don Koharski just went to Denny LaRue and told him to go over and announce why there's no goal. Listen for the whistle.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that puck was loose. It was sitting between the legs, and the Rangers very, very sharp and almost up 3-0. The puck is loose. It's right between the legs. And a referee did blow the whistle. That's a break against the Rangers. It's a break for the Bruins. It should be 3-0.
Black puck, black pads, tough to see.
And
referee may have lost sight of it and blew the whistle.
Defoe's body movement looked like he had it under his glove.
Yeah.
And everybody in the building, including me, thought that way. But it was loose when you see the replay. Yeah. And the Bruins very fortunate not to be down 3-0.
It's a bad break for the Rangers, but the referee did blow the whistle.
McKenna and Stocks. See Stocks? See what Stocks doing?
Oh, McKenna.
Yeah. This is P.J. Stock with his team down 2-0. He did it the other night in Philadelphia. His team was down 2-0, gets into a scrap, and then all of a sudden the fans and the Bruins get into it. He tries to change the momentum of the game. Now he can't reach Big Steve McKenna. But P.J.'s got some heart, and McKenna's doing what he has to do. A tenacious little guy, isn't he? Former Ranger. But see, he knows timing for him is something he wants to do to get the Bruins in the game. It worked for them in Philadelphia, Sam, last week. I don't know if it'll work here.
That's his role. He knows what his role is. And he's become a fan favorite here.
Look at the building. It's alive, and the Rangers are leading 2-0 with 6:40 to go in the first. We'll see if it changes anything for the Boston Bruins. Sometimes, it just doesn't make sense, and you wonder if it'll work, but sometimes it does work. And even if he lost the scrap, he's going against, he wants McKenna here. He wants him. And he knows what his job is. He knows that he wants to take and change the momentum of this game. Now let's see what happens. Billy Guerin took a pass from Joe Thornton that was right on his blade, and he missed the open side. What a pass. And Billy Guerin doesn't miss those very often.
5 minutes each for fighting at 13:20 to McKenna and Stock. Rangers with a 2-0 lead. Both goals by Peter Nedved. McCarthy on with Barnaby. So Ron Lowe comes back with McCarthy and Barnaby and Nedved. Rangers were offside on the play. As the Rangers look to settle things down, quiet the crowd. The crowd was stirred up, obviously. There's McCarthy and Brown, 2 tough guys. Brown certainly has shown his
Brown
toughness.
traded over here from Edmonton. He was a 7th defenseman there. He's a rugged, aggressive kid. He did not like his role as being the 7th defenseman. He wanted to be in the top 6. So now he's trying to get McCarthy to think about scrapping. Well, watch. And the Rangers don't need to be sucked into this thing. The shots are 7-7. The Rangers lead 2-0. It should be 3. And they don't need to get themselves into one of these games where the other team takes them off their game.
Axelson moves it across. McLaren gave it up to Nedved. Quickly turned it to Barnaby. Nice passing. Barnaby moves against Brown. Barnaby in front. Save. Rebound. Berard. It's blocked by McLaren. Another shot. Score! Sandy McCarthy may have tipped it in front. If not, it may be Dale Purinton's first NHL goal.
Well, maybe Brown ought to worry about playing defense instead of worrying about trying to get into a fight with Sandy McCarthy as the Rangers went right around Brown, the left defenseman, and then went to work for the goal.
It might be Purinton's first NHL goal. We'll await the announcement. I thought it redirected in front.
Well, wouldn't that be something?
Let's see.
Now, here's the McCarthy hit, the bad pass, the turnover. Now look at to the outside. Goes Barnaby on Brown. That set up the play at the net. Shot was blocked. Then here comes a shot. McCarthy's goal. And Sandy McCarthy, Brown wanted to fight him. McCarthy said, and then they went around to Brown and they beat him, and it's a 3-0 Ranger lead.
McCarthy, Barnaby, they've been brilliant. Brilliant play. Nedved as well, yes. Blackburn covers up with Guerin racing toward the net. 5:55 to go in the first period. It's 3-0 Rangers. Sandy McCarthy gets credit for the goal, John.
Yeah, it was a deflection. He's right in front. He faces Dale Purinton. It's a good low shot. There's a deflection with Brown just standing there not doing anything. Brown was more intent on trying to get into a scrap as he was playing defense.
Boynton shoots. Save by Blackburn. He finds the puck.
Nick Boynton is a good rookie defenseman. He's had a solid year for the Boston Bruins, and that shot was perfect, and Danny Blackburn made a big save with his stick. Good pinch and good hit there. There's the shot. Perfect. And Blackburn now made the save but held on with some help from his friends in front. Boynton is a good young defenseman. And I think we talk about rookies throughout the league that have had good seasons. Boynton doesn't get mentioned enough.
John, this is only the second time in the last 14 games that the Bruins have given up more than 2 goals. And it's all come in the first period. Another great save by Blackburn.
And that was on Bill Guerin. There's a lot of time left in this game, Sam.
McCarthy got his 10th for Purinton and Barnaby at 13:53.
There's a lot of time left as the Rangers are to be called for icing here, but it depends if Boston can stop the Rangers' big line.
McCarthy, Barnaby, and Nedved have now combined for 7 points. Barnaby has 3 assists. We're trying to find out if that's a first. McCarthy a goal and an assist, and Nedved with 2 goals.
Joe Thornton has set up some good shots. That last one was by Bill Guerin, and Dan Blackburn kicked it out with his right foot. Dan Blackburn's playing like an all-star right now. What a period he's had here after that fine outing in Toronto.
Rangers with a great start to the game. 5:26 remaining. O'Donnell working along the boards. Sweeney toward the net, save, and Blackburn closes everything up. Stops play.
Boston's offense off either face-offs or plays where they have won the battle along the boards. Their point men have been open, not off the rush, except for that the one partial break by Murray and the 2-on-1 where Thornton fed Billy Guerin beautifully. Other than that, it's been off of plays where the puck is deep. And plays such as this, as you see the face-off in the Rangers zone. Nedved taking the draws on the left side. Rangers had the puck, but don't get it out. Nice play by the Bruins, and it leads to some offense as they look, and here comes the point shot with traffic. Blackburn the save.
Face-off win for Boston. Stumple is tied up. There's a penalty called on the play, and it looks like it'll be against Eric Lindros.
Who was holding who? That's the question, but Lindros will be the man going.
Rangers get the first minor penalty of the game. First power play of the game to Boston. Lindros' first penalty in 6 games.
6 games
now.
right. Lindros lost the draw, and in doing so stayed with his man and ended up holding the stick of Stumple. See, he's got his right hand on Stumple's stick. It's a good call by the official. Real good call, and Boston gets the power play. The Bruins power play, that's been their nemesis.
Has struggled, John. Only 1 power play goal in their last 7 games, 1 for 30. Lindros gets called for holding the stick at 15:01.
Their loss at home here to the Islanders, they had a double minor to work with as Roman Hamrlik caught Murray with a high stick for about 12 stitches to his upper lip, and the Bruins couldn't score. And early in games, you need a power play goal to get you going. And the Bruins have struggled with it. We'll see how it works for them here. Blackburn has been solid.
They've got the forwards for the power play, but apparently the point men, they've been trying different people. Ralston has worked there. McInnes is on the point now with Sean O'Donnell. Blackburn goes out, leaves it for Balakov, fires it around the boards and out of the zone.
Joe Thornton on the ice again. He's given the Bruins a solid first period.
The Rangers are starting most penalty kills with Johansson and Samuelsson with Leach and Malakoff. Now they've got Rem Murray and Theo Fleury on with Karpa and Poti, and Boston's offside. 45 seconds gone by on the Lindros penalty. 4:14 to go in the first period. Rangers with a 3-0 lead. 2 goals for Nedved, 1 for McCarthy.
Well, Joe Thornton, I don't even think it had full contact until yesterday.
No.
He has a brace harness on his left shoulder to try to keep his shoulder in place. And there's been some talk he may need surgery after the season.
They bumped him a little in practice, John, but
not,
it hasn't been serious stuff. Boynton for Glenn Murray. Murray's on with Samsonov and Stumple. Stumple moves it ahead. It's intercepted by Karpa. Poti's got room and sends it down the ice. Murray and Fleury go off. Johansson and Samuelsson come back on.
Come back with them. So Rangers look like they're using 4 forwards here on the penalty kill.
There's Boynton. Samuelsson went to him. Poti with a long reach, puts it on the backhand and lifts it out. And we measured, fans, Tom Poti's stick is taller than Sal Messina.
It's about 6 inches taller than Red Light.
Glenn Murray winds, fakes. Murray sets up Ralston. He scores!
What a shot.
Brian Ralston rips one by Dan Blackburn. The Bruins score on the power play. Ralston gets his 30th goal of the season. It's a 3-1 game.
He's a shooter. He's a forward who plays the point on the blue line. Murray with a gorgeous pass, and Ralston just rips it, beats Blackburn cleanly to the stick side. Power play goal. Boston's on the board. Beautiful shot. Ralston was the player, or one of the players, brought over in the Ray Bourque trade when Bourque went to Colorado. Bourque won a cup. He's retired. Ralston starring here in Boston.
Oh, what a great year Brian Ralston has had. He leads the league in shorthanded goals with 9. And there you saw that shot from the point.
Sam, last
giving him
season,
30 on the year.
He only had 19 last season. 30 is a career high.
Yes, it is.
So he's coming along. And 9 of them shorthanded.
Thornton deflected it just wide. The Bruins with a lot of life here. Now Bure brings it out.
The Bruins have a lot of time.
Berard moves in against Sean O'Donnell. Fires to Lindros. Backhander was tipped by Sweeney. O'Donnell wings it around the boards, and Puritan goes for it. Ralston gets his 30th from Murray and Samsonov. A power play goal at 16:32 to give Boston their first goal.
Joe Thornton, he's been everywhere. He's had a solid first period. I bet you he's played probably 6 or 7 minutes, which is a lot of ice time coming back from an injury. But it looks like he doesn't have any problems at all. I don't think he's taken a ton of face-offs. And you wonder about his shoulder when you're taking face-offs. That can get to you a little bit. His conditioning level looks pretty good, though.
Thinking about Brian Ralston, John. 6 power play goals, 9 shorthanded goals. 15 of his 30 goals have come on special teams. Barnaby and Lapointe.
Lapointe went after Barnaby on the faceoff, giving him the stick, and they have danced with one another since.
Leach weaves his way in. Tried to play it in front. It was blocked by McLaren.
Sandy McCarthy went down hard. He gets up, looks to be okay.
Back the other way. Ralston moving in. Another shot stick save made by Blackburn. Boston now with 13 shots on goal. Around the net. And a one-handed shot by Sean Brown through Brian Leach is stopped by Blackburn.
That was a nice play, and after the whistle, Barnaby skates over to where Lapointe is. Both Barnaby and Lapointe can be aggravating hockey players, and right now they're aggravating one another without taking a penalty. Here's the play where Blackburn knocked the puck into the corner. That was Ralston who shot it, who got hit hard. That's Brown, the defenseman. Nice play here. Now look at Blackburn down waiting. There's the low shot. There's the save with some good checking in front of the net. Now here's off the last faceoff where Lapointe gave Barnaby a shot, and the Barnaby wouldn't back up, and they got after each other, but the hands are down for the most part, see? Barnaby looking over at the referee there, thinking maybe a call.
Yeah,
That's what 4 facials by Lapointe on the play. Boy, we've got some action going here, Sam. And then here, after the whistle, Barnaby skates over to where LaPointe was, and a good job by both linesmen.
Shot from LaPointe by Boynton was blocked, deflected into the corner.
Rangers better start winning some faceoffs. If there's going to be a ton of draws in their own zone, they better start winning some.
That's been noticeable. Boston has been dominant. Under 2 minutes to go, and Boston out shooting the Rangers 14-9 here in the first period. But the Rangers lead 3-1. Carper took a hit. He lifted it out of the zone, but into the crowd. And play stops. Fleury and Gill.
Well, you get the feeling that the Rangers are not backing up, but the Boston Bruins are being very aggressive, trailing in this game. And the thing for them, down 3-1, is they've got to be a little bit careful taking penalties, and they haven't been. They've been smart that way. Robbie Ftorek has had their team play a solid season regarding being short-handed. They don't take too many bad penalties.
Second fewest in the league to New Jersey.
Yeah, they don't take many bad ones. There's Fleury with a shove on Gill.
Just love that. It's like Fleury and Chara.
Yeah, that's right. Same type of thing. Boston's got some big defensemen. Now, Robbie Ftorek having a word with Don Kaharski over there. Rangers try a change. They don't allow it. Lindros to take the draw to the right side. And here you see Joe Thornton again not taking the draw. Marty McKinnis taking the draw. So it tells you the Bruins don't want Thornton taking the face-off, Sam, I don't think.
All right.
And McKinnis is going to try and pull it back to his right. He's got Thornton back at the top of the circle. Now, Lindros, yeah, he wants to pull the puck down to his back over where Bure just lined up.
Lindros against McKinnis. Lindros wins it. Carpa plays it. Gets it to Tom Poti. Poti leads Bure. Gill gets to it first. Bure all over him, took it away, and help from Nick Boynton for Boston. Bure stepped in. Here comes Ruchinski to Fome to save. Oh, nice work by Bure and Ruchinski behind the net. And Boynton and Ruchinski were tied up behind the play.
Boynton knocked Ruchinski on top of the full.
Steal by McKinnis. Poti works him over. McKinnis drops it to Thornton. Lindros picks him up. Great moves by Thornton around the net, slid it wide. That shot went wide by Guerin, went up into the crowd, and play stops with 1:03 to go. And boy, the Bruins have been pressing down low with this top line.
Oh, especially Joe Thornton. Look at the size of the man. I mean, he's been something down low, getting himself into game shape for the playoffs. Looks like he's in game shape already. Now watch there, Ruchinski got shoved on top of the goaltender, and then Boynton, who pushed him down, just reached down and yarded him right off. Pulled him right off. He just reached down and just yanked him and threw him down to the ice. Watch.
Get off my goal.
That's why the fans got all happy here in Boston as Ruchinski looks around. Rangers would like to have at least one power play. We've got Barnaby and LaPointe lined up again. Right in here. I mean, they look like Velcro strips against one another.
They face off out of the zone because the shot was put into the crowd by Bill Guerin. Ralston wins it back. Don Sweeney drives it in. Leach had to go through. O'Donnell kept it in momentarily. Here's that line of Nedved, Barnaby, and McCarthy. They've been sensational here in the first period. LaPointe with a hit on Barnaby. And it's going to heat up, John.
Yeah, but you know, I like Barnaby playing the game right now. He's moving the puck. He's been great.
Barnaby's pass went off the skate of O'Donnell. McCarthy hustles to it. Took a hit from Sweeney. Barnaby for Nedved. He's tied up by Ralston.
So what I'm getting at is Barnaby doesn't need to be in the penalty box. He's playing too well.
Rangers keep it in. Here's a chance. Barnaby stopped. Stopped again. Two saves by Defoe, robbing Matthew Barnaby.
Penalty to the Bruins. I think. No.
It looks like on the Rangers. Rangers just touched it. Who's getting it?
I don't know.
Dennis LaRue makes the call.
All I know is that Defoe made two big saves off Barnaby, who's really playing well.
He's pointing to someone on the Rangers bench.
It looks like he's pointing to Bill Guerin. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. I have no idea. Yeah, it is. You're right. Barnaby. Did he bump the goalie or what did he do? Here's the two shots by Barnaby. Defoe stops him once and twice. Then he gets shoved. What did he do? Explain that to me. Did he bump the goalie here? He gets two shots. LaRue's right there, the referee watching. One shot. Here comes a second shot. He calls that goalie interference.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's a bad call.
I mean, the Roos already blowing the whistle that cost the Rangers a goal because he lost sight of the puck, and then he calls that goalie interference. I'm sorry.
With 2 men on.
Oh, man.
That's a bad call. And the horn sounds ending the first period. Rangers with a big first period.
Barnaby looks perplexed, and he should look perplexed.
Now that is a terrible call. Barnaby for interference with a goalie at 19:47. And the Bruins get their second power play as they try to get back in the game. Ron Lowe, you can see just inside, he's seething.
I don't blame him. I mean, it's the Rangers, their playoffs, it's on the line here. They're playing as hard as they can. Barnaby's kept his nose clean. He stayed away from bad penalties. He's playing great. He goes over to the coach and says, "What did I do?" And I don't blame him. That was a missed bad call.
Steve McKenna looking on as Theo Fleury has gone to both referees, now trying to get a hearing from Don Koharski. The lights dim. The Rangers have a 3-1 lead. That's the good news at the end of one. We'll be right back. Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by Open, the small business network. New tools for a small business economy from American Express. And by Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time. And by Jeep, the most award-winning brand of 4x4s on earth. Rangers with a 3-1 lead, end of one. And great play by the line of Peter Nedved, Matthew Barnaby, and Sandy McCarthy. First, we have to ask you, Matthew, about the last call. I mean, we were bewildered up here. How about you?
I think I was the same thing. I got a good pass from Vladimir and had a couple shots at it. I was just beaten away for the rebound and ended up in the box. I didn't even know it was me that had the penalty. I thought it was something from behind. But, we got to hopefully get some better breaks than that.
What did the ref say to you on the call?
Well, he told me that I ran him over, and it was a goaltender interference. I was pretty amazed. That's why I asked guys when I came off the ice if it was goaltender interference, because sometimes you get caught up in a play and you're not sure exactly what happened or how it happened. But everyone reiterated exactly what I thought, and I didn't think it was a penalty.
Matt, your line is just in Toronto. It started, and it's going here with Sandy McCarthy and Peter Nedved. What's all of a sudden? It's just like magic.
The puck seems like it's coming to us, and sometimes you work like a devil to get things done, and you don't get anything done, and then sometimes you relax and you wait for things to come, and it seems like the puck's going in for us. We're getting a lot of continuity between us, and hopefully it'll keep going in for us.
Matt, two very experienced players are meeting up throughout that first period, you and Marty Lapointe, and you're really getting after each other. Now, what's the mindset? Are you trying to get him to take a penalty? You're trying to stay on the box? What's happening?
Well, definitely when pucks are going in for us, and I want to stay on the ice because usually it seems to follow you around the whole game. So last thing I want to do is fight unless we really have to, and I was just trying to goad him into a penalty at the end of it. And instead, if we got to do things at the end of the game, we'll wait till then and we'll get it done. But right now, we can't afford to be sitting in the box because the pucks are coming to us.
Have you made a conscious effort to cut down on bad penalties, stay on the ice, and improve your all-around game?
Well, definitely, I think I can add some offense. I'm never going to be an offensive player in this league, but I think for a team to win, I think you need at least 3 lines rolling and contributing. And I definitely don't want to take stupid penalties, mostly this time of the year. We got to put some pucks in the net and hope for the best.
Matthew, thanks for joining us. Continued good luck the rest of the game.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Matthew Barnaby with a couple of assists in the first period. Rangers have a 3-1 lead. We'll be back right after this. Well, if you've ever dreamed of going on the ice with Ranger legends such as Rod Gilbert, a Hall of Famer, one-time NHL Rookie of the Year Steve Vickers, and others, now's your chance to head for Toronto for 4 days of hockey and fun along with Rangers stars of the past. Rangers Dream Week is scheduled for August 14th through August 18th. For information, call 1-800-888-4376. It's a great time. Right here, Rangers had a dream first period. They lead 3-1 in Boston. Back with highlights in a moment.
Hi, I'm Kurt Menefee.
And I'm John Giannone.
Join us tonight for all the latest news, scores, and highlights
on the all-new MSG Sports Desk.
That's only on the MSG Network.
Sam J.D. and the MSG crew at the Fleet Center in Boston. The Adecco Intermission Report continues with highlights brought to you by Adecco, the employment people. Take a look at the Rangers getting on the board early, John.
Well, the unit of 5 had a great period for the Rangers. Kieran and Berard on the blue line, along with Centerman, Peter Nedved, wingers McCarthy and Barnaby. Here they got together early. The Rangers had a 1-0 lead, and that was just a minute 53 into this first period. 2 games in a row, the Rangers have scored early. Here's another one. Nedved driving to the net with a Barnaby pass who had been given the puck by Brian Berard. McCarthy will end up getting one here as Barnaby drives to the net. That shot's blocked. Pierington's low shot's redirected. Rangers led 3-0, and that 5-some was flat out awesome. But the Bruins, they work the power play, and you'll see here Murray makes a nice pass to Brian Ralston, his 30th goal of the season, that one on the power play, and the Bruins were back in the game, trailing 3-1, and have a power play to start the second period.
The awesome 5-some has put up a lot of points. Back with the second period in a moment. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by MetLife. Have you MetLife today? And by Clarinex. Talk to your doctor for more information or visit Clarinex.com. And John, I think it's time for the Mohegan Sun moment. This New York Rangers moment brought to you by Mohegan Sun. And we'll take you back. Check it out here, John.
Mohegan Sun. This one. Phil
Esposito breakaway. Oh, against the Bruins.
Oh, that
Breaks
was at
his
home
stick.
at Madison Square Garden. I think I know what's coming here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Who started that thing?
Peter McNabb, what's he doing up there?
It's Craig McTavish, Al Secord, Mike Milbury. You know what, Sam? Is Gilles Gilbert's there? Ricky Middleton, Stan Jonathan. What happened was this. We were winning after 2 periods. We lost 4-3. I had lost 4 straight games personally, and I was hot. I was skating off towards center ice, and I looked, and Jerry Cheevers made a great save at the end of the game with his glove. And Ulf Nilsson was skating back towards center ice for the Rangers to go off, and Al Secord skated by him and elbowed him and flattened him. So that's all it took for me, because I was upset because we had lost again, and I went after him. And 40 players milled around. There's Jimmy Craig, great Olympian. There was 40 guys around the Boston net, all milling and pushing and shoving, and then we blended over towards the boards. Yeah. A fan reached down and grabbed Stan Jonathan's stick. He pulled the stick back and clunked the fan over the head. Then the Bruins went at it with the fans and forgot about the Rangers. And there was a referee that I think lost his job over that one. There was lawsuits. That was a bad night at the office.
You started it all.
No, I didn't. That was part of it, though.
Boynton shoots, save Blackburn, and he covers the rebound.
That Nick Boynton's got a nice shot, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a good-looking player. He's really come along very, very well. A great addition, rookie defenseman who's done a good job for the Boston Bruins. Bruins on the power play, a minute 28 to go in the call against Matthew Barnaby.
Boynton had his head up the whole time before he released a shot, knowing where he was trying to shoot it. He played the Young Guns game, by the way, in LA at the All-Star break. I think on the same team as Dan Blackburn.
Boynton and Ralston play the points. Stumple, Samsonov, and Murray. Glenn Murray up front. Rangers have Lindros and Bure on with Leach and Malakoff. There's Stumple. Samsonov against Malakoff. Olympic teammates. Samsonov give and go with Stumple, but now Stumple gives it back. Malakoff checks in. Samsonov holding. Battle in front. Saved by Blackburn. The rebound goes wide. Glenn Murray going down much as he did against Kenny Johnson Thursday night.
And scored
that same goal.
Scored to tie it up 1-1 late before Kavasha won the game in overtime. And has he been good for the Islanders?
He really has.
Ole Kavasha has found his game, scoring big goals. And boy, the Islanders, you talk about a big bonus.
Careless play by the Bruins. Samuelsson gets it to Johansson.
That was Defoe who missed the pass.
15 seconds to go in the Boston power play. Samuelsson and Johansson did a good job. Rem Murray has come on now. Here's Ralston moving up ice. Looking for Thornton. It was tipped by Rem Murray. Bill Thornton's pass blocked by Tom Cody. Got it to Murray. Got it to Fleury, who leads Barnaby for a break. Barnaby shoots, save Defoe.
Good shot. Good save.
Murray shoots. Rem Murray missed the net.
Barnaby had to take the pass off his skate to his stick blade, did the job, and then had to hurry his shot. But boy, was it accurate.
Earlier we said Barnaby had 3 assists. They've changed one of those assists to Brian Berard. That shot deflected away by Karpa and covered by Blackburn. So Berard has 2 assists. Barnaby has 2 assists. Sandy McCarthy a goal and an assist.
I'll keep my eye on Defoe, the goaltender. After that save on Barnaby, he was sort of flexing his right leg. You wonder if maybe he felt something pull a little bit. Barnaby's coming out of the penalty box any second here as that shot was kicked out. The rebound shot by Murray went wide, and there's the pass by Fleury, but it's off the skate and then to the stick, and a hurry-up shot, dead accurate, right on the corner. Defoe kicked it out nicely.
Myron Defoe has stayed healthy this season. In the last 2 seasons, he missed a lot of games because of injuries. He has stayed healthy this year. Axelson moving deep, stopped by Purinton. They battle. Jamie Rivers takes over. Shot toward the net but wide, and Sandy McCarthy takes over, clears the zone. Barnaby goes back to Berard. Berard has family in from Rhode Island to watch this game. Nedved got shoved down by Rob Zaminer.
Remember one of those Ranger goals, Berard made a brilliant defensive play, breaking up a 2-on-1, and that led the Rangers back the other way for the goal.
Rivers.
Ooh, got hit by McCarthy.
Axelson over skates, has it back, but gave it up to Berard. Berard didn't clear. Boynton moving with a puck. Sean Brown blocked by McCarthy. Rangers again having trouble getting the puck out of the zone.
Remember Sam Herbrooks called the gray zone 10 feet inside the blue line to 10 feet outside the blue line. Don't turn it over.
And again, here it is. Samsonov just couldn't control it. Samsonov one more time to Brown. In deep, Nedved off the boards, and now the Rangers get it out of the zone.
Boston was able to change a couple of players, so they're fresh.
Rangers unable to make a change. Barnaby got off. Ruchinski has come on. Puck going all the way down. It'll be an icing on the Rangers. Now they can make a change, but the faceoff will be deep in the Rangers zone. 3:42 gone by, second period. Rangers have a 3-1 lead.
Dale Purinton moved the puck up, and that little pass there didn't work. Samsonov lost the puck, and he was wide open in front. And he has golden hands. That was fortunate by the Rangers. Here's McCarthy. Look at that hit on Rivers. That might have been high up into the chin. Rivers was shaken just a split second, but jumped right back into the play. McCarthy, Barnaby, and Nedved have had a solid game to this point.
Really looked good.
Lindros had a good period regarding faceoffs, 9-2, and mostly against Thornton. Thornton then was taken away from Lindros on faceoffs, as you saw there.
Puck out of the zone. He beat McInnes on the last one. Borey moves in. Lindros goes to the net. Defoe steers it into the corner. Malakoff keeps it in. Plays to Leach. Leach with a wrist shot. Save. There's a rebound. The Bruins have it. Thornton looking for Guerin. Guerin chases it down. Plays it back to Joe Thornton. Don Sweeney works it around the boards. McInnes against Ruchinski. Good hit by Ruchinski. Puck out of the zone. Sweeney has it back.
Joe Thornton looks for Guerin every time he gets the puck.
Mike Knuble a healthy scratch today for Boston, along with Jeff Norton, who they picked up at the trading deadline. Norton hasn't been able to get in the lineup. And Dennis Bonvie also healthy scratch. Rorschach scratch for the Rangers. Samuelson playing it toward the front was blocked. Samuelson deflected that outlet pass, and Gill brings it out. McKenna went to fire it off the boards and went up into the crowd. And he's separated from Martin Lapointe.
What time is it?
Oh, it's trivia time. Brought to you by Gulf Oil. Name the 6 Massachusetts-born NHL players that have scored 500 or more points.
No, Tom Pody's not one of them.
500 or more points scored by players born in Massachusetts. Oh,
That's a good one, isn't it?
That is something. Well, we need all day to think of that one.
Well, some of us do. You do the play-by-play. I got to think.
All right, give me a couple.
Smell of Woodbury. Oh, baby, that's a good question.
Firing around the boards. Fleury played it across to Johansson. Johansson was stopped by McLaren. Rangers and Bruins only 2 shots apiece each. Long shot deflects wide. 2 shots apiece in this second period. Johansson went down. LaPointe on him in the corner.
Puck's loose!
Ralston is there for Boston. Trying to stick with him. LaPointe against Purinton. Purinton worked it loose. Good play.
Now you need somebody like Purinton with strength and size to battle of Marty LaPointe along the boards. And the Rangers did the job. Almost 6 minutes into this second period. Boston hasn't really taken charge and control. Once the Rangers killed off the penalty early, they've held their own.
You know, we talked to Matthew Barnaby about making a conscious effort to improve his game and stay away from dumb penalties, and I think the same thing goes for Dale Purinton.
The whole Ranger team has, Sam. That's one reason why they're back winning some games. They went through a terrible period where there was no discipline on the ice, and that involved taking penalties, and that included guys getting suspended. And then all of a sudden, and I don't know why, it's clicked in, but it's clicked in so late in the season, it almost, it's hard to figure, isn't it?
Very hard. Offside is whistled on the play. A little over 6 minutes gone by in the second. Rangers have a 3-1 lead.
It's time to play Bruins Hockey Seat.
Glenn Sather on the left and one of his scouts, Hall of Famer Brad Park on the right.
Oh, Brad loves working with the Rangers, Sam.
Really enjoyed.
Yeah, he's been on the road checking everybody out at the pro level.
Samsonov with a drive, and it's sticked aside by Blackburn. Here's Pody trying to get away from Glenn Murray. Barnaby with a good pass again. Barnaby brings it in. Good out by Samsonov. 2-on-1 the other way. Karpa back. Stumple. And a good back-checking job by Barnaby. Karpa able to move it out of the zone.
Samsonov moved the puck from defense to offense so quick it sprung a 2-on-1, but there was no shot on goal as the Rangers battled hard to get back. Well, what a pass. The transition game by Samsonov was brilliant.
Batted in front, and Pody is there to intercept. Stumple after him. Karpa. 7 minutes gone by, second period. No scoring here in the second. Puck is whistled down for a 2-line pass.
Talked about Samsonov as the Rangers had the puck chipped away, and Samsonov's already passed the puck. You didn't even see it was so fast. The 2-on-1 played nicely by Dave Karpa, and that allowed his teammates to get back into the play and break up the Boston rush. Murray on the puck. He's got Stumple with him. Those two players are not what you'd term real fast skaters. They're very good players, but the lack of speed was not, that hurt them a little bit on the play, as did the good play by the Rangers on the back check. What a pass by that man, Samsonov. You know, you get to know players around the league, you talk to them. His English, and he's from Russia, his English is perfect. He's a real good guy. There's you'd think he was born in New York City or Kansas City or Toronto or something. He's a good kid, this kid.
Worked at it.
Yeah, he really has. What a gentleman, too.
They did a good job here in Boston with both Samsonov and Thornton in getting them acclimated to the pro game. 2-on-1. Bure all alone! And it was smothered by Defoe, and that shot by Lindros hit the side of the net. There was a big chance for the Rangers. Ruchinski. Lindros scores! He stuffed it in! Off the pass from Ruchinski! And it's 4-1 Rangers.
You know, when the play was set up to Bore, it was Ruchinski who set him up. And then it was Ruchinski who sets up Lindros. And everybody talks about Lindros and Bore, rightly so. But not enough people are talking about Ruchinski and what he's done, this being the 4th straight game playing on this line. Look at him turn there and make the pass. And there's Defoe making a save by his right toe. Lindros missed the net. He's behind the net. Here comes Ruchinski. Now Ruchinski looks, puts the puck in front, and there's Lindros, bang.
Lindros used his strength against Bill Guerin. He did a great job of fighting off Guerin's check. Offside Rangers as Murray stick handled at the blue line, but the Rangers regain the 3-goal lead. Eric Lindros gets his 35th goal of the season.
Another look at Lindros. He's got the proper side now on Bill Guerin. Guerin lost that battle. Lindros got on the puck side of Bill Guerin, and he was able to knock in the puck after Ruchinski threw it in front. Ruchinski with 2 good plays to help set up that goal.
14 points in the last 10 games, including this one for Eric Lindros. Here's Joe Thornton moving in. Dropped it off to Bill Guerin. Guerin against Leach. That shot gets through, a save. Blackburn looked behind him, and he's got the puck.
Yes, he held on, didn't panic. Theo Fleury tapped the puck back to Blackburn, and credit Denny LaRue, the referee. He skated around towards the side of the net to make sure he saw the puck and blew the play dead. There's Guerin with that shot. He'll shoot from anywhere. He'll shoot from the bench, and there's Fleury giving the puck back. And see LaRue come around, Sam? That's a good play by the official. He wanted to make sure he knew where the puck was before he blew his whistle. Now Fleury here taps it back. LaRue will come around from behind the net and take a real good look at the play. There's Fleury tapping the puck, and LaRue will come in right there. See? Nice play by everybody involved.
Lindros got the goal, his 35th from Ruchinski and Bure at 7:30. So Pavel Bure now has points in 8 of the 9 games he's played as a New York Ranger. As Blackburn stopped the puck at the post. Bure has a 5-game point streak, 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points. Lindros has a 5-game point streak, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points.
Now the last 2 shots on Dan Blackburn were from the outside. And Dan Blackburn talked about the Toronto game, saying, you know what, yeah, there was at times there was a lot of shots, but they're from the outside or from the angles, not down the middle as much. And he said the Rangers have been much different in that respect, and it's easier to play goal when you're getting shots from the side and not directly in front.
4th consecutive game, John, in which the Rangers now have scored at least 4 goals.
Because another line besides the top one is scoring.
Shot by Ralston is gloved by Blackburn. He looks around, gets a whistle. 11:25 to go, 2nd period. As you know, MSG Network has gone 24/7 and has added some new shows, and one of them is this one, Angles, hosted by Al Troutwig. Charles Wang, the co-owner of the New York Islanders, will be Al's special guest following the all-new MSG Sports Desk. That's tonight at 11. It's Angles with Al Troutwig.
Islanders have had a terrific season, and they're going to play Washington tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
I believe it is, yes. And Washington has really been on a roll. That should be a terrific game. Islanders have made a lot of strides. Good leadership on that club. And Washington, since the trade deadline, they have won some huge games in some tough cities like Toronto and Buffalo and Philadelphia and Colorado, Denver, Colorado. They've won some big games.
Hung in the race. They are 1 point behind Montreal. Played in front and went through. Cleared out of the zone by Jamie Rivers. Washington with 80 points, Montreal with 81, and Montreal with a game in hand.
Rangers keep their wingers wide and their defensemen right in the middle of the ice here. Their defensive posture, and every time there's a long shot, Blackburn holds it for a face-off. This is 3 or 4 times he's done it, and if the Rangers are winning draws, it doesn't bother him at all. We'll take a look at what the Rangers are doing with their system here as Boston gets ready to move it out of the zone. Now we stop it there. That's a winger for the Rangers, and that's a winger for the Rangers. These are the 2 defensemen. So they're blocking all the lanes, and only 1 rover here up high just to move back and forth. See, the Rangers with the 4-1 lead don't want to get... Look at this. It's like they're playing a 1-4. So the Bruins just throw it in. They hope to win a face-off to generate some offense. We'll see what happens.
The Bruins faced a lot of that against the Islanders on Thursday night.
And Lindros just won the draw, and the Rangers move it out of the zone.
By the way, we mentioned the streaks of Bure and Lindros. Ruchinski has a 4-game point scoring streak since he could put on that line. Pass in front was tipped, and Murray couldn't bat it out of the air. Barnaby able to clear it out.
You know, when you really think about it, though, Boston's had a ton of odd man rushes, 2-on-1s, and most of them they haven't gotten a shot. That was Sandy McCarthy diving to knock the puck away from the recipient of the pass.
Leach against Glenn Murray. Samsonov. Out Stumple against Balakov. Balakov stopped him, and Leach moves the puck. Peter Nedved with 2 goals in the game. His pass intercepted by Murray. Turned it quickly to Samsonov. Offside. Stumple was trapped in the zone. 9:45 to go in the second. Rangers leading 4-1. Joseph Stumple, and he's an important man for the Bruins if they hope to go far in the playoffs.
He missed a game recently with a groin problem, and if they have Thornton healthy and Stumple healthy, playing hard, as are 2 giants at center ice. I've seen a lot of this too. Eric Lindros on the bench, really communicating with teammates. And
Michael Samuelson is in the middle.
Well, you can learn.
That's right. And you know, I had a good chat with him talking about the learning experience. 9 games for the Rangers, 16 points for Pavel Bure. Last 9 games, 13 points for Eric Lindros.
And a lot of that at even strength. The Rangers haven't had many power plays. They were 0 for 1 in their game in Toronto. The 3 games prior to this, and this being the 4th consecutive road game for the Rangers on this trip, the Rangers are 1 for 7 in 3 games. I mean, 1 for 7. That's not very many power play chances, is it?
Not at all.
And they've had how many here?
None.
That's right.
That's surprising because they are going to the net, John. The last few games we've seen.
So you're telling me, and you're telling the world right now that they're getting jobbed by the referees?
No,
huh?
I'm just saying I'm surprised.
I'm absolutely kidding. The referees, for the most part, have been solid. I didn't like LaRue's call on Barnaby, and we mentioned it, but that happens. And the goal that was the Rangers thought they scored was disallowed. You can understand the referee. If he doesn't see the puck, he's got to blow the whistle. And he didn't see it, so he blew the whistle.
Bruins are out shooting the Rangers 21-14, but the Rangers lead 4-1. Leach pressured by Thornton. 2 goals for Nedved, 1 by McCarthy, and 1 by Lindros. Brian Ralston has scored for Boston a power play goal, kept in by McInnes. So one thing that has stood out in this game to me, John, the Rangers' inability to get the puck out of the zone. That time Fleury with a good block. McInnes has it back, but Thornton was still in the zone offside Boston.
I agree with you. Along the boards, up high towards the blue line and on the blue line, with Boston trailing 4-1, you know their defense are going to stand up and try to keep the play alive as much as possible, and the Rangers really have to be strong. Brian Leach playing with a head cold flu bug. It's affected him. He doesn't feel 100%, but he doesn't look like it's bothered him on the ice. Playing another solid game here.
To go in the second period. Rangers will be home Monday and Wednesday nights. Last 2 home games of the season. Finish up the regular season in Philadelphia next Saturday afternoon. Right then back to Berard. Getting out of the zone for Luczynski, then it's taken away. Big crowd on the line.
Axelson got nailed by Lindros. He got hit hard.
John, tell who's ever calling, we're working today. Let's take another look at Lindros coming in on P.J. Axelson.
That looked like Axelson wanted to pick off Lindros, only he's about 60 pounds later.
It's a bit of a physical mismatch. Driven in by Sean Brown. Berard. Boston stepped in front of him. Brown plays it over the net, off the glass. LaPointe against Purinton. Now it's Ralston behind the net, looking for man in front. Ralston moves, and it's knocked aside. Good play by Brian Berard. Berard's had a good game.
Yeah, he really has, hasn't he? Great to see, too. Great to see that he's been able to play well defensively. He said he worked a lot with Walt Kyle, one of the assistant Ranger coaches, to work on his team defenses. We have an offside. You know, Boston, as the Rangers are trying to move the puck out of the zone, sometimes you have the puck and you can't put it through 3 or 4 people. And as we move here, now stop it, guys, right there. So you see that there's a man, the defenseman, pinching. This lane's taken, this lane's taken. So what does Dale Purinton do? He alley-oops the puck up over top of everybody. And that's a good way to try to get everything taken care of. See, that it worked. They got it out of the zone. If you have trouble and there's no passing lanes, alley-oop the thing.
Good move.
That led to a game-winning goal here for the Rangers in Boston earlier in the season. The Theo Fleury overtime winner. It was a Lindros alley-oop.
And that puck is alley-ooped into the crowd. And play stops, 8:05 to go.
Shecky
in
Green
the
up here.
second period.
Speaking of OT goals,
you asked for it, you got it.
these guys have been taking all year, but they're getting pretty fast.
There's the
aren't they?
alley-oop. There goes.
Ryan Leach, Theo Fleury to the net, in behind Defoe, winner. Wasn't that something?
Rangers have won 2 out of 3 against Boston this season.
Theo Fleury, 2 goals the last 16 games, only 9 since Christmas. The goal scoring hasn't been kind to him.
Not been a good second half. Glenn Murray against Peter Nedved.
Well, the Bruins try that long pass a lot. For the break, don't they, to the outside? Thornton tries to hit Guerin. The Bruins try to hit Glenn Murray. He stays wide up the wing.
Puck chipped off the boards, was knocked down by McCarthy and kept in by Carper. Barnaby on goal and the stick aside by Defoe. Samsonov. Nice move. Rangers able to take it back. Barnaby dumps it in. Rangers change. 7:25 to go, second period. Rangers lead 4-1. Malakoff. Rangers have settled down. The Bruins fell behind 3-0. PJ Stock had the fight with Steve McKenna, and the place was jumping. The Bruins scored a power play goal and had a power play starting the second period, but that was an important penalty kill for the Rangers. Thornton.
The whole building's quiet right now, which is advantage Rangers.
Guerin in the corner, fires to Marty McInnes. Malakoff with a long reach prevented him from getting a shot. Thornton behind the net, Leach is on him.
Oh, Thornton shields the puck with his body.
Gets it to Guerin, saved by Blackburn. Big save by Dan Blackburn. Guerin in perfect position.
He leads the league with shots on goal, and when he gets the puck shot, and he has to find an open spot so Thornton can hit him with the pass, and Joe Thornton's played great, considering, again, it's his first game in 17. And Thornton, as soon as Leach got to him, Thornton just stuck out his derriere, and Leach couldn't find the puck. Couldn't get to it. So, and there's the pass, quick shot. Dan Blackburn wasn't sure where it was. It was trapped between his arm and his body. Nice save.
Face-off win by LaPointe. Nice save again. The rebound cleared aside. McLaren fired it deep. Axelson couldn't get a shot on the rebound try. But Blackburn made another outstanding save.
Rangers have only had 3 shots in this period, Sam. One of them a goal. But you have to also think, I know they're sitting on a lead here, and you don't want to give up odd man rushes, but you don't want to spend the whole period in your zone either.
Axelson brings it in. Working against Berard. Backhander in front, block. Blackburn stopped it. The net was knocked off, I believe, by Marty LaPointe.
Yeah, LaPointe hit the net. I don't know if he was shoved or not, but he's the player that bumped the net off. And he must have been shoved because the face-off is going to stay inside the Rangers zone. Take a look and see exactly how it happened. Good move here by Axelson on Berard. Caught Brian flat-footed. And then there's... Was it Blackburn that knocked
Blackburn?
the net off?
No, he blocked it with his stick.
Okay, but how did the net get knocked off the mooring then? If LaPointe knocks it off by himself, face-off should be outside. But they must say that it was Blackburn on the other side that created the problem originally. Face-off stays inside.
Or that Lyashenko shoved LaPointe into the post. Nedved wins this face-off. Chopped that by Samuelson, but blocked by Sean Brown, who was pinching in. Pody to Karpa. Back to Tom Pody. Under 6 minutes to go in the second. Up the middle to Nedved. 2-on-1 with Samuelson. Nedved. Pass block. Sliding block by Sean Brown. Back the other way, Samsonov. And Samuelson coming back, knocked the pass away from Glenn Murray. Good back check by Michael Samuelson.
And that 2-on-1 by the Rangers, Nedved should have shot, which he didn't, but he still made a nice effort. Great pass by Pody out of the Rangers zone from beside Dan Blackburn to set up the 2-on-1.
Good keep in by Leach. Nedved finds Samuelson. Saved by Defoe. And then Defoe blocked the other attempt by Samuelson. He's heading for the side of the net. Samuelson has done a good job here.
Nedved getting a little extra ice here, isn't he?
Well, he's earned that.
Yeah.
Malakoff keeps it in momentarily. Nick Boynton pushes it ahead. Glenn Murray to Sergei Samsonov. Samsonov got tripped up. Penalty called. Power play Boston. Their third of the game on a tripping call to Vladimir Malakoff.
The stick of Malakoff, the Rangers defenseman. He reaches out. There's Samsonov. And he gets tripped up. Good call by the official. Boston with a power play. Lindros for the draw, Sam. He has won 17 of 21 faceoffs in this game. He goes up against Joe Thornton now.
Lindros and Bure with Leach and Berard, the penalty killers. Ralston toward the net, saved by Blackburn. The rebound hit the post. Thornton hit the post with a rebound on the backhander. Malakoff for tripping in 15-11. Boston's third power play. They're 1 for 2. Ralston has the goal. Lindros goes off. Bure is on with Johansson. This will be a two-line pass if Boston touches it. It's waved off as Berard got a piece and Guerin got a shot. O'Donnell with Ralston at the points. Thornton, LaPointe, and Guerin up front. Joe Thornton with a shot. And the rebound goes out. Blackburn made a glove save on the rising shot by Thornton. Here comes Ralston. Ralston against Berard. Centers. And that went around the net. Leach got a piece of it. Samuelson couldn't clear. Guerin's got it. Now Ralston. 50 seconds to go in the power play. Thornton in deep. Thornton looking for Guerin. He missed. Guerin came in with the stick ready to shoot. The pass was there and he missed it.
That looked like Mike Bossy from a few years ago. All of a sudden ready for the shot if the puck gets there. How good does Joe Thornton look?
He looks real good. There's a firing pass in front. Score! Glenn Murray! Thornton set up Murray. Blackburn got a piece. It just went across the line. It's 4-2 Rangers.
Sam, I thought that Dan Blackburn stopped this. This would have been a sensational save. He got a piece of the puck and it ended up in the net. About 4, 5, 6 inches over the line. Murray will get the goal. He throws the puck deep. And Guerin to Thornton. Now look at this pass. And with traffic in front because of Leach bumping into Blackburn, Blackburn had a desperation move just to get his legs down and try to take away part of the net. I think he got a piece of the puck, but the puck went over the line and the complexion of the game has changed. There's 3:13 to go in the second. It's now 4-2 Rangers.
Boston has had the only power plays in the game and they're 2 for 3. Stumple shoots, save Blackburn, and he covers up.
Rangers have to, enough of the rope-a-dope stuff. It's time to get their game going again as the Rangers are being pressured, and Blackburn is making some fabulous saves. The shots are 13-4 here in the second period. See the turnover? Turnover there in the neutral zone that leads to this rocket, and a great save once again by Dan Blackburn. Turnovers in the neutral zone. Stumple with a good hard shot using Pody as the screen.
Well, second periods have not been good for the Rangers lately. And right here, Boston has outshot them 13-4. Goals are even in this period at 1 apiece. It's 4-2 Rangers. Glenn Murray with his 37th of the season, his 31st with Boston. He had 6 with LA. Tied for the team lead with Bill Guerin.
Another neutral zone turnover. Eric Lindros overskated the puck. And the Bruins are just
they're coming on,
taking advantage of it.
Rangers once again have to settle things down. Defoe steers it to Boynton. Murray with his 37th gives him a goal and an assist in the game from Guerin and Thornton at 16:44. Nedved overskates the puck. Barnaby picks it up. Nedved against Axelson. McCarthy.
There's the play. Sandy McCarthy made the right play. He got the puck deep.
There's Barnaby with 2 assists. He fires across. It was blocked. Nedved shot stopped by Defoe. McInnes fights off the stick check of Nedved. Hal Gill moves it to Rob Zaminer. Saved by Blackburn. Marty McInnes. Change up in lines here, perhaps due to the power play, but McInnes is with Zaminer and Axelson. Here's McInnes, blocked by Leach. Nedved's got it. And Leach, it's a 2-on-1 with McLaren back. Leach to the net, overskates the puck. Zaminer feeds Guerin. Guerin against Malikov. Now Zaminer broken up by Malikov with a good poke check.
Zaminer was in a shooting position. Rangers overskating the puck a ton here in the last 10 minutes.
Zaminer back across. Guerin moves in. He shoots. Blackburn the save. The rebound cleared away. Zaminer to Guerin. Big battle in front. LaPointe and Pody. 1 minute to go. They score!
Goal.
Oh, interference with the goalie. LaPointe. So the Rangers lost one earlier, and Boston's going to lose one here.
This time it's Robbie Ftorik's turn to look and say, what's this?
Fans are still cheering, not aware of the fact that now they're made aware of the fact that the goal has been waved off, and a penalty coming up to Marty LaPointe. It'll be the first minor for the Boston Bruins in the game.
55.9 seconds to go in this period. Pody with a shot to the face of LaPointe. Did they ever have a battle? LaPointe in the crease, and then he makes contact. Oh, baby Sam, I don't know.
Johnny made contact, and that denied the goaltender the opportunity to do his job.
Okay, let me ask you the question. When he made contact, was he twisted around by Pody to make him have the contact?
I don't think so.
Okay. Here's the game angle. Look at it. Now, this is the finish of the play. LaPointe had already left the crease when the call was made. That's something that Boston can argue. It's 1-1 now regarding calls that are goalie interference calls, but this one's a double whammy. It cost Boston a goal and gives them a penalty.
At 19:04, LaPointe interference with the goalie. Rangers' first power play of the game.
But if there was interference stopping the goaltender from trying to stop the puck, it's a penalty.
Luczynski, Bure, Lindros up front, Leach and Pody at the points. Rangers power play 1 for 16 over the last 6 games.
And Ralston's on the ice. 9 shorthanded goals. League record is Mario Lemieux at 13.
Ralston has a Bruins team record. That one saved by Defoe, and then he knocked down Bure. Excuse me, Pody. Back the other way, Ralston. Always dangerous. Good feed. O'Donnell. It's blocked by Lindros. Back the other way, Tom Pody. Leads Bure. Pody with a hit on Hal Gill. Now Bure. Leach. And the period comes to an end. 1:04, and the power play carries over into the third. So, got a little wild at the end. The Bruins came alive, scored a power play goal, cut the Rangers' lead to 4-2, and then apparently scored another goal, but it was waved off in an interference penalty given to Martin LaPointe.
It's another look at the non-goal. Now watch LaPointe. He's battling with Pody. He bumps the goaltender right coming up. Coming up right there.
All right.
And then he's outside the crease before the shot's taken. That's a tough call.
See, I think he
went on his own more so, and he did make. Yeah, I think I tend to agree with you on that one. And then here's Defoe as he knocked the puck away. He also got rid of Tom Pody in front.
Man,
it's turned into a good game here. A lot of emotion in the building. Defoe, eye hard shove. Goalie doing his job, Schmoes.
It's quite a game. Tom Pody will join us in the studio in a moment. Rangers lead Boston 4-2, end of 2. Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by the New York Lottery. Play the latest instant games from the New York Lottery like Super Tic-Tac-Toe. By Domino's Pizza. John, get the door. It's Domino's. And by your local Toyota dealer. Get the feeling. Toyota. End of 2 in Boston. Rangers leading 4-2. A return home for Tom Pody, who joins us now in the studio. Tom, tell us how you feel. First 2 periods, the friends and family are here watching. You happy with your play so far?
Oh yeah, definitely a little bit nervous in the first period, but we got the lead right now, and hopefully we can win the game.
Tom, you certainly look like you're fitting in with the Rangers. We were talking a little bit about hockey players and having to fight asthma. You're one of those guys. Tell us about it and how you deal with it. And do you keep the inhaler at the bench?
Oh, yeah, I have to make sure I always keep that inhaler on the bench in case I do need it in between shifts or when I'm out there. It's definitely a good addition.
Watching the last power play, we found you in deep. You took a hard hit from Byron Defoe. Do you have full freedom to go in deep on the offensive?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Coach Lowe says just go out there and play it and, use your head and don't try to mess up.
How about trying to get back and recover?
Yeah, that's important too.
Now, big battle between you and Marty Lapointe in front of the net. Want to tell us about that?
Yeah, he's a gritty guy. He likes to get his nose in there and get dirty. I was just trying to fight him off and let Daniel see the puck, but unfortunately he interfered with him a little bit too much and got a penalty.
You've had a chance now, Tom, to work the Eastern Conference with the Rangers for a good period of time. Any difference, East-West?
Maybe a little bit more defensive orientated, not as wide open as the West, but so far I like it a lot.
Were you a Bruins fan growing up?
Oh yeah.
And your favorite Boston player was?
Ray Bourque, of course.
Do you feel that he influenced you most?
Probably, yeah, in the hockey aspect. Definitely, every time the Bruins were on, I was trying to watch Ray and just trying to learn from him.
Tom, great to see you. Wish you the best of luck and have a great third period.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, Tom Poti joining us between periods. Friends and family here in Boston have come to see him. Rangers leading the Bruins 4-2. We'll be right back. Here's a show you won't want to miss on MSG Network. It's Monday night, not Saturday night as we mentioned earlier. It's Monday night at 11 p.m. on MSG. It's hosted by Al Trotwick, and he'll be joined by John Giannone, and they'll talk to the Islanders owner, Charles Wang, about the resurgence of the Islanders this season. Angles on MSG Network, Monday night at 11. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Kurt Menefee.
And I'm John Giannone.
Join us tonight for all the latest news, scores, and highlights
On the all-new MSG Sports Desk.
That's only on the MSG Network.
To lead, the Adecco Intermission Report continues with the highlights brought to you by Adecco, the employment people. Rangers were up 3-1 into the second, made it 4-1.
Yeah, it's a goal scored by the Eric Lindros line. Ruchinski makes a great play here to Bore, but he's robbed by Defoe, and the Rangers just didn't quit on the play. Lindros deep with Guerin. Ruchinski's there, and Lindros gets away from Bill Guerin. The puck's in front, chipped in. Lindros is 35th of the season. Now, Boston had one power play goal in the game. They're trailing 4-1, and they're working the power play again. Guerin to Thornton. Beautiful pass across, and there you can see Glenn Murray scoring as Leach and Blackburn got wrapped up with one another. Dan Blackburn couldn't stop the puck cleanly, and Murray scored his 37th.
Rangers will be on a power play to start the third period, and we'll be back right after this. New York Rangers hockey is brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealer. Get the feeling, Toyota. By Delta. Everyone has a reason to see somebody person to person. That's the reason Delta flies. And by your local Chrysler dealer. Rangers led 3-1 into the first, 4-2 into the second. Begin the third period on the power play, 1 minute 4 seconds remaining. Well, Bill Guerin got an assist on the last Boston goal, and that gave him his 500th NHL point. Bill Guerin becomes the 7th Massachusetts-born player with 500 or more points. Who are the other 6, big boy?
Okay, I've got Keith Tkachuk. Jeremy Roenick. Tony Amonte.
I have
Bobby
him.
Carpenter.
Yes.
And I have
Sean McEachran.
I have Mike Ruzioni. Because I don't know another
Sean
one.
McEachran and Bobby Carpenter.
Kevin
Stevens.
And Scott Young.
And Scotty
So I
Young,
got 4.
right.
How many did you get?
I had 3.
I had 4. Roses are red, violets are blue. I got 4 and you got 3. Oh, baby.
No, I have 3 and you have 4. And I've fallen behind another point.
Oh, baby.
All right.
Billy Guerin with 500 now. He sits as the Rangers work the power play. 1 minute 4 to go on this Ranger power play to begin the third period. Oh, it's close though, Schmoozer.
6-100.
2 home games left though. You're good at home. Pittsburgh and Toronto. You're a pretty good homer. You'll be good at home. Let me finish up in Philadelphia.
Let's see what the Rangers do. A little pushing and shoving. Ralston and Lindros.
Lindros gets tossed. You don't see that too often to begin a period.
Lindros, Bore, Ruchinski, Pody, and Leach for the power play. Ralston and Axelson with McLaren and Gill, the penalty killers for Boston. Boston 27 for 29 over the last 7 games on the penalty kill. Pody. Lindros takes over. Slowed down by Axelson. And the Rangers are offside. 20 seconds into the third period.
That face-off comes all the way down now. The upcoming face-off to the Rangers zone, as the offside was at the Bruins line and the Rangers touched the puck. So all the way back, 45 seconds to go now on the power play for New York.
Budweiser salutes America's designated drivers. We all make a difference. Rangers at home against Pittsburgh Monday night. At home against Toronto Wednesday night. That ends the home season. And finish up a week from today, Saturday afternoon in Philadelphia.
And the Rangers home record.
Ralston right off the face-off to the side of the net. Blackburn got a piece.
So the Rangers home record only 500. 18-18, 2-1. Rangers sloppy here. They're much too relaxed on the power play. Ralston and Axelson with a great job here.
That home record once again hurting the Rangers after it started very good early in the season. Bore with a shot saved by Defoe. Big drive by Bore. Leach keeps it in. 10 seconds to go in the Rangers power play. And it's cleared out.
The Bruins will come right back with the Joe Thornton line after they kill this thing off, Sam. This will be a big shift.
Nice give and go. Leach and Lindros. Ruchinski shot deflected by Guerin into the crowd. Power play is over. Team's at full strength. A little over a minute gone by in this third period, and the Rangers with a 4-2 lead.
Bore has this knack of getting the shot on goal even when the puck is rolling and jumping. And there he put the shot down low, and Defoe kicked it to the side. So Thornton's line steps on the ice. That's interesting, Sam. They have Zomner's on there because Zomner's now on the line and not Marty McInnes with Joe Thornton and Billy Guerin.
Nedved won the face-off, and it's brought out by Guerin. There's Don Sweeney. Cleared out by Karpa. Nedved and Barnaby. 2-on-1. O'Donnell fell down, gets back up. Nedved's shot was deflected and saved. No, went up into the crowd. Deflected by Guerin coming back.
Twice Guerin has deflected shots or passes in the last minute here in this period. Now the Rangers had a 2-on-1 with a 4-2 lead. O'Donnell played it beautifully, and that allowed Guerin to back check. You know, O'Donnell actually fell down and then got back up in the nick of time, or it would have been a 2-man breakaway. And there's Billy Guerin reaching on the defensive side of the ice to make the play. Guerin with 2 sharp plays to begin this third period defensively.
He'll be on a lot of teams' short lists of free agents in the offseason, including his own, the Boston Bruins.
Yeah,
they want to re-sign him.
He'll probably have to take a little less money to play here in Boston. But he may just want to do that. Stay right here and play with Joe Thornton on the line. That's like heaven on earth, isn't it?
Oh, he's really played well. He's enjoyed it here. 3-on-1 down low. Barnaby! And it just slid off his stick. Sweeney lost control, but it's taken by Zamaner, and he's able to move it out.
Just remember those 2 plays. Another odd man rush by this Nedved line.
McCarthy moves in. His pass tipped by Nick Boynton, and Boynton gets it out to Stumple. Across comes Samsonov looking. Malakoff checking him. Stumple.
Boynton in front of the net, the defenseman.
Stumple never saw him, and Leach was able to force it out of the zone. Johansson bumped off the play by Boynton. Stumple back in, checked by Malakoff. Fleury to Johansson. Johansson to Rem Murray, backhanded it wide. Rangers getting some chances.
Well, it's because Boston's taking the chances. The Rangers are countering.
Fleury in deep was checked by Sean Brown. Boynton is on Rem Murray. Off the back of the net. Murray trying to get out in front. Boynton won't let him. Fleury puts it in front. Stumple knocked it away.
Brown doesn't have a stick, the defenseman, and the Rangers were able to work his side of the ice a little bit. Now Boston ices the puck. Rangers have had 3 or 4 chances to score here and rebuild that 3-goal lead, but they haven't been able to get the odd man rush shot on goal. They haven't forced Defoe to make the difference with the odd man rushes. We watch O'Donnell here. He'll go down. And here comes Barnaby, odd man rush. They don't get a clean play. He lost the puck. Nedved was there, and no clean shot. Now you've got Johansson and Rem Murray, and Murray ends up taking a backhand shot that missed the top corner. It went high and wide. So that's 3, maybe 4 odd man rushes by the Rangers in the first 3 minutes of this third period, but not really a shot on goal register.
Face-off win by Lindros. Al Gill has the puck. Bure with a nice play to Lindros. Now Ruchinski, he scores! Oh, beautiful plays by Bure and Lindros, and Ruchinski rips it by Defoe. It's 5-2 Rangers.
See the shot? When you have a shot like that, you shouldn't be a 20-goal scorer in this NHL. You should be a 30-goal scorer. Now here's the play along the boards by Ruchinski that started the whole thing, Sam. He went and took the body along the boards. There. Bure sets up Lindros, who sets up Ruchinski, and talk about a shot. That's a world-class wrist shot. Ruchinski is not getting the credit that he deserves on this line. He continues to make plays, and we talk about Lindros and Bure, and again, rightly so, but Ruchinski deserves as much credit as the other 2 players.
You've given him credit.
Well, I keep trying to, but no, I mean, everybody around in the hockey world talk about a 2-man line instead of a 3-man line.
How about those little passes by Bure and Lindros? Beautiful. And the Rangers, for the 3rd time, lead by 3 goals. Gill shot deflected by Bure into the crowd. Ruchinski gets his 11th from Lindros and Bure at 3:18. So early in the game, it was the line of Nedved, McCarthy, and Barnaby, and the last 2 goals have been produced by Lindros, Bure, and Ruchinski.
Ruchinski on his 3rd team this season. Started in Montreal, went to Dallas, now with the Rangers. He's only got 11 goals. And you see that shot, you go, why? And it's hard to figure, but sometimes when you get put on a line, magic hits. Even Dvorak, Halavich, and Nedved, they just played well together. Now it's Ruchinski, Lindros, and Bure.
Long shot by McLaren, missed the net. Ruchinski has a 4-game point scoring streak, and he has 7 points in the 4 games in which he's played with Bure and Lindros.
And the Rangers have a chance to win 4 games in a row, all of them on the road. And the 4 games, that line has been put together for those 4 games, if they win it.
Guerin one-on-one with Leach. Scores! Oh, Bill Guerin with his 38th of the season. And Boston answers right back, and it's a 5-3 game.
Oh, does he shoot the puck too? Oh my. You know, when Bill Guerin has the puck as a goaltender, just think shot, nothing but shot. He looks around, there's nobody there, and he just let her rip, and he beat Blackburn as the puck went through Leach and past Blackburn. Ryan's back, it's a 1-on-1. Not very many people can score from here. Look at this. Through the legs, over the hand, inside the post. Gorgeous shot, much like Ruchinski's. Billy Guerin has a world-class shot. He's a shooter, and as a goaltender, key on him because he shoots. Leads the league with shots on goal.
Around the board, so it's back to a 2-goal game.
That's Guerin's 6th shot in the game.
McCarthy battling in the corner. Thornton reaches in. Malakoff is on him. Guerin moves down. Thornton, Zaminer, and Guerin the line for Boston.
Guerin reminds me of Brett Hull. He knows where to go without the puck in your zone to get ready to release the shot if the puck is passed to him. Very much like Brett Hull.
44 seconds after the Rangers score to make it 5-2. Guerin scores to make it 5-3. Guerin from Zaminer and Defoe at 4:02. Byron Defoe gets an assist. Guerin has a goal and an assist. Giveaway to Lindros. Lindros in. Beats Ruchinski, and he was checked from behind by Stumple. Samsonov. Around for Glenn Murray. Murray scored his 37th to tie Bill Guerin earlier in the game. Guerin has regained the team lead with his 38th. Sean Brown dropped for Boynton. Boynton plays it to Samsonov. Saved by Blackburn. Samsonov looking for his 30th. Sean Brown fires wide. Bruins have 3 30-goal scorers. Samsonov is at 29. If Thornton hadn't gone down with an injury, he might have reached the 30-goal mark this season.
Hey, Boynton and Brown, 2 young defensemen here, not showing any youth. They're showing some poise.
Ralston knocked down by Berard. Good play around the boards. McLaren stepped up. Boynton keeps it in, but gave it away to Purinton, who clears it all the way down. No icing. And McLaren comes back to get it from Defoe. 6:10 gone by. Third period. 5-3. Rangers leading it. Whistled for an icing. 13:44 to go in the third. Rangers with a 2-goal lead. Tonight on MSG Network, it's the New York, New Jersey Metro Stars going into Columbus to battle the Columbus Crew. Metro Stars game night at 7 o'clock, and then the action at 7:30 right here on MSG Network. Nedved tied up with Joe Thornton. Thornton taking the face off his defensive zone. He got an assist on the Guerin goal. They changed it from Defoe to Thornton.
And again, Guerin on the ice. He's had at least 6 shots on goal in the game. He leads the league with shots. Peter Bondra is second, and third is Brian Ralston. So 2 of the 3 in this game regarding shots on goal. Both of those players have scored. You know, Joe Thornton, we didn't know if he was going to be playing in this game, and put back on the line with Bill Guerin. And Thornton has tried to tell Robbie Ftorek, the head coach, that he's been ready to play for a few days, but they don't want to take any chances with injuries late in the season. So they held Thornton out, held him out. He said he's been wearing that shoulder harness on his left shoulder for 2 weeks now, and that's been able to get him to be comfortable with it.
They've been careful with their key players with injuries. Marty Lapointe went down with a hamstring, I believe it was.
McLaren.
And Kyle McLaren had wrist surgery. So they've taken time bringing their players back, but in the long run, it's better for them.
Yeah, but when you win games and you have a lot of points in the standings, you can do that.
Lindros and Boynton battling, and
Hal Gill
comes in, and everybody's there.
Everybody but the goaltenders. 10 players in the scrum, along with 3 of the 4 officials.
Started with Boynton and Lindros, then Gill came across, and then everybody joined in.
Matching minors, I'm sure, to Boynton and Lindros. Lindros looks like he's going for roughing. He did reach up and throw a punch towards the chin of Boynton. Boynton now being told he's gone. Boynton doesn't have his gloves on. Lindros is not going to fight because of his history with concussions. He keeps his gloves on and holds his stick. Look at, see how the whole thing started, Sam? That's Boynton moving into Lindros, and the 2 of them just got after each other, and both of them just refused to back up. And there's the rabbit punch by Lindros, and that's when Hal Gill came flying across. I think it'll be 2 minutes each. Could be wrong. Both are in the box. 2 apiece.
Okay.
4 on 4.
I think Hal Gill gets off fortunate there.
Yeah, I think that was one of those ones where they got after each other. They should end up even on the ice, as far as I'm concerned anyway. We'll have some 4 on 4. This will be fun. Now here's why. Bore on one side, Samsonov on the other. 2 guys who can fly, 2 guys who can scoot, and there's lots of open ice.
Ruchinski, Bore, Leach, and Malakoff for the Rangers. Stumple, Samsonov, Brown, and O'Donnell for Boston.
Stumple wins a draw going against Ruchinski, who's not a natural centerman.
Stumple checked by Leach. Just under 13 minutes to go in the third period. Rangers leading 5-3. Each team with a goal here in the third period. Rangers have led all the way since the 2nd minute of the game. Stumple sets up Samsonov. Ruchinski stopped him. Bure, I've gotten tripped up by his own man.
Bore changes. Fleury replaces him.
Samsonov against Malakoff. Stumple moves across. Back to Samsonov. Checked by Ruchinski. Hooked by Ruchinski. You hear the fan reaction as nothing is called. moves up. Skating 4 aside. 12:15 to go in the third. Thornton pressures Pody. Pody reverses. And Dave Karpa's there to play it. Bill Guerin quickly on him. Around to Nedved.
Guerin and Thornton, that combination on the ice.
Deep forecheck by the Bruins. Nedved ran into McLaren. Guerin takes the puck and shoots, and it's deflected by Karpa. Fleury's got it.
What are the chances Guerin's going to shoot as
Pretty
opposed
good.
to pass? And why not with that shot?
Tom Pody moves in and shoots, and it went off the shoulder of Defoe. Bill Guerin won the 7th player award here in Boston, which traditionally is given to the player that gives out the extra effort. Save made on Guerin's shot. Blackburn covers up. It's much like the Stephen McDonald Award in New York, and he got a Harley Davidson for John.
Really?
Yes, his second Harley.
Wow, that means he might have to get rid of one. Here's the last shot. Who else? There's 2 shots by Guerin on this shift. The first one was blocked. Ruchinski got the hook into Samsonov, not even there, but this one right here. And released just in the nick of time, or it might have been a penalty. 17 seconds to go. Guerin, nice to see Bill Guerin on the bench if you're a Ranger fan or a Ranger player. Rem Murray takes the draw. Gets Brian Ralston.
Ralston and Glenn Murray on. Glenn Murray with a shot saved by Blackburn. He's been under control. He's faced 32 shots. Good effort by Ralston. Centers in front. Save. Rebound. An open net was missed by Murray as he fanned on it. Rem Murray sends it across. Johansson to Rem Murray. Murray turns. Team's back at full strength on the ice. Lindros shoots, and it was tipped by Nick Boynton. 10:55 to go in the third. Lindros with a hit on O'Donnell. Ralston. Glenn Murray across. Winds and fires. Saved by Blackburn. Cleared by Purinton. 5-3 Rangers. The puck going up into the crowd. And LaPointe and Gill are after Lindros.
Rangers
and then McLaren is after him.
Rangers need to protect Lindros now. He's getting surrounded. The Bruins don't like that Lindros went across the ice and threw a clean hit into to O'Donnell. It was a clean hit on the far boards near the Bruin bench, so all the Bruins saw it. And Eric's been physical here in the third period. He's drawing a crowd every time he's out there, and the Rangers have to understand that. And if it's going to happen, be there for him. Purinton was on the ice. He quickly got there, as did the other players. Now he plays on a line with Ruchinski and Bore. They're not what you'd term physical guys with this end of things. Hal Gill was out there. Here's the hit. It's a good clean hit. And O'Donnell reacted a little bit. You see, that was right near the Bruin bench. And there's the point being held up. And they get after each other some, and then all of a sudden there's Gill, and everybody, here comes McLaren, and Lindros gives him a pop right on the jaw. See, the Bruins stick together, and the Rangers should stick together too, and they will.
10:39 to go in the third. Eric Lindros.
Lindros is going to try to backhand the puck forward and have Bore take off. Nope, didn't happen. See, Bore took off, but there was no puck for him.
Lindros has a goal and an assist in the game. Pavel Bore 2 assists. Martin Ruchinski a goal and an assist. Peter Nedved has 2 goals. Rangers have led all the way. It's 5-3.
Nice job by McLaren keeping the puck in the zone again.
Bore working against Thornton. Bore took it away. Moves it up for Lindros. Thornton goes to him. Bore with a good play to get it to Lindros. And out across. Thornton for Guerin. Guerin. Nice move. Karpa stays with him. Guerin pulls it out of the zone.
His defensemen were changing. Nothing wrong with that play.
Karpa back to get it. 9:45 to go. Around to Pody. Pody for Nedved. Sean Brown gets there. Touch up for icing. 9:36 to go. Rangers a 2-goal lead. Blackburn has faced 35 shots, stopped 32. Rangers with a 5-3 lead. Face-off edge to the Rangers. Nedved wins one. Early in the game, it looked like Boston had a decided edge, especially in that first period.
Lindros really picked it up, Sam, and Nedved has too. Nedved had a bad face-off game in Toronto. He's been much better here.
Murray's shot was blocked. Nedved with the puck. Barnaby ahead. There's McCarthy in against Boynton. Good job by Boynton. Stayed right with him. Nedved against Sean Brown. Stumple. Hit Glenn Murray, who didn't see the pass coming. Samsonov. And Barnaby took it away.
Shots are 6-4 Boston in the third period. Just under 9 minutes to go in the third. For the most part, Sam, I'm sorry,
yeah,
Sam, for the most part, the Rangers have made Boston work for shots on goal. This will be icing? No, it's not icing.
Blackburn swings it around to Rem Murray. Across for Fleury. Sweeney back for it. Now Axelson. Ralston, who scored the first Boston goal. Ralston, Glenn Murray, and Bill Guerin have scored for Boston. Nedved with two, Sandy McCarthy, Eric Lindros, and Martin Ruchinski. Good play by Fleury to Johansson, but he missed the net. Fleury with a great job of keeping the puck in, and he found Johansson. Sean O'Donnell, 8 minutes to go, third period. Ralston moving in and shooting, deflected wide. Lapointe trying to bank it in off the goaltender. O'Donnell tied up with Berard.
O'Donnell keeps a lot of plays alive, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Finds McLaren off the outside of the net. O'Donnell's got it again. Behind the net, Axelson. Carpa took down Lapointe. That shot deflects wide. And O'Donnell keeps it in. Fleury bangs with Lapointe. And the Rangers unable to get it out of the zone. That shot knocked down by Berard. Ralston. Fleury tied up with Lapointe. Ralston against Berard. Fleury and Lapointe are having quite a battle, twisting each other around. Wrestling now as play continues. Koharski's letting it all go.
Now, I'll tell you what, Theo Fleury is not backed up an inch to a tough forward in Lapointe. I like it.
Finally, they've blown the whistle.
Axelson now has a hold of Dave Carpa. Both these guys will get some penalties, I would think. But Sam, I tell you, I like Theo Fleury on this series of plays. He did not back up an inch to Lapointe, who plays an ornery game, especially here today. And Fleury did the best he could with him. Here's the play. Fleury kept the puck there alive for Johansson, who missed the net on the shot. That was a heck of a setup. And then the Boston Bruins came down and went to work in the Rangers zone. There's Murray and Axelson. Axelson's had a rugged shift. But just watch Fleury here getting ready for the shot by Lapointe. He was ready for it. Now both of them get after each other. I mean, they're not going to back up. They'll go back deep into the Rangers zone. Watch what happens again. Fleury and Lapointe. Sticks at each other. Now the sticks are down. They lean into each other. Look at Lapointe shoving the helmet down over Fleury's eyes. Fleury doesn't back up. Stays with him. There's Lapointe. Now the headlock by Fleury and a counter headlock by Lapointe. I like what Fleury did there on the road, battling a real rugged forward and an assistant captain with the Bruins in Lapointe. That's why Lapointe was brought to Boston, to battle like that like he used to in Detroit.
Sounds like you've called some WWF games, matches in your time, huh? Headlock, counter, headlock.
4-on-4 again, big boy.
4-on-4 for the next 2 minutes as Lapointe and Fleury sit.
The shooter's on the ice.
13:06, the time of the penalties. Roughing. That shot was stopped by Defoe. Malikoff took it.
Nice win by Lindros. He won the puck clean from Joe Thornton and a shot on goal. Now right there, Sam, when Lindros won the draw, Malikoff the shot. Bore's just over talking to Malikoff. Maybe they're going to have a set play if Lindros wins it again. See, Bore's over here just looking. He sees the shot. He hasn't even moved yet. But after the play, he went and talked to the defenseman Malikoff.
With all that wrestling, Fleury and Lapointe get 2 minutes each for holding. So 13:06, the time of the coincidental minors.
Bill Guerin takes the draw now against Lindros.
Lindros, Bourret, Malakoff, and Leach, the Rangers 4. Nick Boynton skates clear. 3-on-2 across. Joe Thornton across to Guerin. Broken up. Good play by Malakoff. Here goes Bourret. 1-on-1, 2-on-1 with Lindros, who shoots, and he broke his stick. Out in front, Lindros has no stick. Got it to Malakoff. Leach moves down the slot and shoots. Knocked down by Boynton in front, and he clears.
Did McLaren block the original shot by Lindros? I think he did on that setup by Bourret. I think Lindros broke his stick, and McLaren may have blocked the shot, too.
I just saw the stick break. Hal Gill goes in deep and shoots wide. What a rocket that was. Thornton through for Gill, deflected away. Malakoff to the puck, fires it around the boards.
I've been told by our trusty crew downstairs that he did not block the shot.
Murray across. That's Glenn Murray for Boston. Taken away by Nedved. Nedved leads Ruchinski. Ruchinski pulls up and winds it in. Al Gill plays it. 50 seconds to go. 4-on-4. 5:40 to go in the third. Rangers lead by 2. Ruchinski up the boards to Tom Poti. Back to Ruchinski. His pass taken away by Ralston. Gill to Glenn Murray. Couldn't handle it. Pote's got it. And Glenn Murray broke his stick. As Pote moves across. 3-on-2. Here's Ruchinski. Lost control. It's cleared out by Gill. More and more, John, we're seeing passes not accepted cleanly.
Yeah, I sometimes wonder if it's a new light sticks where you don't get a real good feel for the puck. I don't know. It's a tough question.
Stumple moving in. Stumple against Karpa. Wide. All the way around. Sean Brown. Kicked away by Pote, but it comes across to Samsonov. He played it to Stumple, but behind him, Stumple's got it. Team's back at full strength. Karpa got it out of the zone. 4:40 to go in the third. 5-3. Rangers leading it. Samsonov fires. Scores! It's a one-goal game as Sergei Samsonov gets his 30th goal of the season. The Bruins now have 4 30-goal scorers. They've cut the Rangers lead to 1.
4:36 to go in the third. The shot deflected off the defenseman's stick right over the shoulder of Blackburn underneath the crossbar. The Rangers backed in just a hair. Tom Pote's the right defenseman. He puts his stick down and it hit the blade of his stick and went underneath, almost knocking a water bottle off the top of the net. Whoa, have we got us a finish here. 5-4 in favor of the Rangers. 4:36 to go. Samsonov just took a chance, let her rip, and it went off the stick blade of Tom Pote, deflected up. Now earlier, the Rangers had a chance. That's Lindros. Yeah, you can see it did not hit McLaren. He broke his stick on the play.
I was in error, John. That's only 29 for Samsonov, not 30. 29th goal of the season for Sergei Samsonov. It's a 5-4 game. Rangers whistle for icing. 4:24 to go, and the Bruins are within 1.
15 minutes, 24 seconds.
The Boston Bruins score a goal to make it their fourth goal. The Rangers have 5. You see the shot taken, and it just caught the shaft of the stick near the blade of Tom Pote, right up over the shoulder of Blackburn. The Rangers season on the line here.
Samsonov's 29th from Stumple and LaPointe at 15:24. Thornton and Nedved. Nedved wins it back. Malakoff's got the puck. Rangers grabbed the lead in the second minute of the game and built it to 3-0. Boston closed to 3-1. Rangers led 4-1. Boston got it to 4-2. Rangers led 5-2 here in the third. And Boston has scored the last 2 games.
It's been a great game. Whoa.
The American Express check of the game. Byron Defoe knocking down Tom Pote.
A little Pote sandwich in front. Wham!
Whoa. Late in the second period, Rangers were on a power play. Bruins have scored the last 2 goals to cut the Rangers lead to 5-4. Gill works his way in. boards. McLaren try to keep it in. It's deflected out. Ruchinski's got it. Lindros fires ahead and Gill intercepts. 3:50 to go in the third. Montreal will play at home against Columbus tonight.
That's why the Rangers need nothing less than a victory here in Boston.
No points that the Rangers can give up.
Nope, none.
If they hope to have any chance. Montreal has 5 games remaining. The Rangers after this one will have 3.
Good effort there by Bore on the back check.
Rem Murray trying to move it. He's tied up along the boards. Thornton comes away. He was almost dragged down. Rem Murray had a fistful of jersey, and Thornton is upset.
Well, the fans here are thinking there's going to be a penalty call. There's not. It's a hand pass or an offside. But Rem Murray reached out with his hand and grabbed the back of his hockey pants and went for a little water ski.
Was it the pants?
Well, yeah, it was right at the top, right there. The pants, right at the top of the pants.
Oh, all right.
And that could have been a holding penalty. Now, I don't know if the whistle was because of the hand pass or whatever. Now, here's Bore on the back check, deep into his own zone with Billy Guerin. That stops Guerin from getting that big shot away.
Rangers won another faceoff. They've really come on strong in the faceoff game, and it has given them some puck possession here late.
Point pinching.
Off the boards and out of the zone.
Boston defense will pinch every time now. They're getting the puck deep.
Under 3 minutes to go. Rangers leading 5-4. Murray was stopped at the red line by Sean O'Donnell. Carper gets knocked down by O'Donnell, but able to get the puck deep. 2:40 to go. Stumple on the move. Goes around Nedved. Gets hooked by Nedved. Boynton steps up. Saved by Blackburn. No rebound. 2:31 to go.
Rangers almost had too many men on the ice. Sandy McCarthy jumped on and looked like he was on a trampoline and jumped back off. As a tight game here. You'd just hate to take a penalty for too many men on the ice. Blackburn hangs on again. Sandy McCarthy's played great. Here's the Rangers where in there O'Donnell nails Carpa, got the puck real deep. Now the Rangers are making some changes. Watch right over here. Sandy McCarthy will jump on. He's standing right in there. He's going to can't wait and see it. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. You can't see. McCarthy's on the right side. He's now jumping back onto the bench. Thornton's got Guerin back to his left, Sam. Nedved wants to draw it back. Ralston's moved up.
Nedved against Thornton. Thornton wins it back. Guerin goes to the puck and shoots. Knocked down in front by Leach, who quickly clears. Guerin. McCarthy on the forecheck. Good job by McCarthy, but the back pass was knocked away by Ralston. O'Donnell with Nedved after him. Whoa, no call. As Nedved pulled down O'Donnell, but O'Donnell was able to get up and recover the puck. 2 minutes remaining, regulation time, 5-4, Rangers leading. Ralston missed the pass. Nedved trying to lead Barnaby, but missed. And Defoe comes out to play it.
Boston was changing. That would have been a breakaway for Barnaby.
Thornton back on against Nedved. Minute 45 to go. Here's Ralston. Winds up. Big drive. Missed the net. Lindros with a hit on Stumple, allowing Bore to play it to Ruchinski. Ralston is back. Ruchinski moves in. Ruchinski couldn't get a shot off. Turns. Feeds Bore. Save Defoe. Minute 25 to go. Rangers leading 5-4. Guerin missed the pass.
Yeah,
Bodie's got it.
Ruchinski chipped it by him, Sam. Good play defensively.
Bodie able to work it to the Boston line. Stopped by McLaren. Lead for Murray. Broken up by Carpa. Bore's got the puck. A minute 10 to go.
Defoe hasn't headed or even thought of going to the bill. Here he goes.
Gill drives it in. Boston net is empty. Stumple missed it. McLaren shoots. Saved by Blackburn. Rebound wide. It went up in the air. That shot goes all the way through by Guerin. McLaren shoots. Blocked.
Malakoff broke his stick. He just blocked the puck there with his hand. He has
Leach.
no stick.
Leach with a great takeaway from Samsonov. The puck is out of the zone. Would have been an offside. Leach to Barnaby. Barnaby to the empty net. He scores. And the Rangers have put it away.
What a game.
Leach made a terrific defensive play to take it away from Samsonov in deep. It winds up an empty net goal for Matthew Barnaby, who has a goal and 2 assists in the game, and the Rangers lead 6-4 with 39.4 to go.
And Malakoff was without the stick, Sam, at the time. This is the play here that just missed. Malakoff has broken his stick. Here comes the slap shot. It'll hit his hand. Now Leach makes the play right there on Samsonov. That allows the Rangers to move out of the zone. Malakoff, as you see, was without the stick. It was going to be an offside. The Leach makes another great play to feed Barnaby. How about that? And Bore had to get out of the way, or it would have been offside, or the shot would have been blocked by himself and not gone into the empty net.
Defoe back in the net. McCarthy had it knocked away. 20 seconds to go. Barnaby's going to fight Boynton.
Oh, boy. This will be 4 straight wins on the road for the Rangers. Isn't that something? And Boynton threw a right.
Barnaby's helmet got turned around, so he takes his off and he tries to get Boynton's off. Watch the heads, guys.
I get the feeling that Barnaby knows what he's doing. I don't know if he's going to win this thing, but you know what I mean? He's kind of got things settled down now. He's trying to get, oh, there's that big right arm. Boynton likes to throw the haymakers. And Barnaby. Oh, there's a right that landed. 16.7 seconds to go in this thing. I'm not sure how it started, Sam. Oh, did he throw one there? Boynton, that's pretty good of Boynton.
Yep.
He had Barnaby down. He let up. That was pretty good of him.
Barnaby acknowledged that, too.
Yeah, that was pretty darn good of him.
16.7 to go. One last scuffle. Rangers will win the season series from the Boston Bruins, 3-1. But you got back. You were mentioning the 4 straight road wins. The Rangers finally played desperate hockey, John. Last 4 games, there was desperation in their game, a sense of urgency from the outset.
Yeah, and a good sense of discipline. The more scoring than just the one line.
20 goals in 4 games.
Yeah, and they're a fun team to watch when they play like this, Sam. Dan Blackburn beaten 4 times today, but at times with very, very solid goal. Rangers are winning third periods too, or making plays in third periods when they have to win a game instead of taking a third period and losing the game.
Barnaby got his 8th of the season empty net goal from Leach at 19:20. Barnaby and Boynton get 5 minutes each for fighting at 19:43. Final seconds, and the Rangers have won it. They've won 4 in a row, and they stay alive.
Now the Rangers will sit and they'll hope as a team that the Islanders beat Washington and that Columbus finds a way to beat Montreal. Montreal has a 1-point lead on the Washington Capitals, and what a race. They have a great race in the Western Conference too. Incredible.
And you see the first time that they have won season series from Boston since 1996-97. That was the last year the Rangers made the playoffs.
4 straight wins for the kid, Sam.
Good job. He made some great saves early in the game. Rangers jumped to the lead, and the Rangers go on to a 6-4 win. Here's the Nextel Direct Connect play of the game. And this is Matthew Barnaby to Peter Nedved.
Rangers scoring early in games too. 2 games in a row where they've gone out and gotten the first goal and established their game.
And Matthew Barnaby was the #1 star of the game.
Well, he finished it his way.
Rangers win it 6-4. They've won 4 in a row. We are back in Boston, where the Rangers have beaten the Bruins 6-4 for the Rangers' 4th straight win. The Oppenheimer Team Contributor Award today goes to Martin Ruchinski. Oppenheimer Funds, the right way to invest. Martin Ruchinski with a beautiful goal and an assist, and his line comes through again. And Marty, we were talking earlier in the game. Everybody's talking about Eric Lindros and Pavel Bure, how well they're playing together, but you've been a good fit in these 4 games. Tell us why.
Well, I don't know. It's just a kind of, I guess, right time and the right place. When I joined 2 guys, and obviously Eric and Pavel are world-class players, and it's just so much fun to play on that line. And I'm just trying skate, make some plays for those guys, and play hard. And hopefully get some reward.
Martin, 4 straight games your line's been put together, 4 straight wins, all on the road. if the fan was going to watch you play, what would you tell a fan is the strength of your game?
My game personally? I mean?
Yes.
I always, I guess I always rely on my skating. That was my bread and butter, basically. If I got some legs in the game, I'm usually feel well and get some chances and get some passes, make some plays, and that's obviously strongest part of my game.
When you see, and John talked about this when you scored the goal, when you see that shot of yours, you say, wait a second, this guy should be a 25-goal scorer at least. What are your thoughts?
I got only 11 goals this year, and obviously it's been a tough ride. Since I got traded from Montreal to Dallas, where I had, I would say, different role on the team than I'm used to. I'm used to having in Montreal and right now in New York, and when you don't get too much ice, it's tough to keep yourself in the game, and it's tough to get some scoring chances. But since I get traded to Rangers, I thought it was going to be a great fit for me. They got a great bunch of guys here. Obviously, I know some guys here, and great coaching staff and great organization. So I think that's going to be a good fit for me.
Now, Marty, we all know that you're unrestricted at the end of the season. When you see things go well like it is right now with you playing with Eric and Pavel, does it make you think of maybe staying with the Rangers next season?
Yeah, I love to. I mean, like I said, I always thought, New York Rangers are, it's going to be a good fit for me because the way they play and like I said, I know a lot of guys here, and I feel pretty, very comfortable in this team. We got so much fun, last 4 games, and that's the stuff that will take care of itself in the off season, I guess. Right now, I'm just trying to focus on my game and put my personal agenda on the side and try and win some games and get in the postseason.
Well, congratulations on a good win and a good effort on your part.
Thank you very much.
All right, Martin Ruchinski, who turns out to get the game-winning goal. It was the 5th goal of the game. Rangers win it 6-4, and we'll be back to wrap things up in a moment. New York Rangers led all the way, scoring early in the first period and opening up a 3-goal lead and wind up with a 6-4 win over the Boston Bruins. Time to look at the goal of the game, brought to you by Bud Light, proud sponsor of the NHL.
Over to the other point, the ceiling, into Hatfield! Hatfield! Scores number 50! About Urban, shoots,
smothered by Defoe, and that shot by Lindros hit the side of the net. There was a big chance for the Rangers. Ruchinski. Lindros scores! He stuffed it in! Off the pass from Ruchinski. Nedved got 2, McCarthy got 1. Lindros, you just saw, scored. Martin Ruchinski got the ultimate game winner and an empty net goal from Matthew Barnaby, and the Rangers win it 6-4. Rangers' next game is Monday night at Madison Square Garden. We'll be on the air with Geico. Rangers game night at 6:30 with Al Trotwig, and then the Rangers and the Penguins at 7 o'clock right here on MSG Network. Don't forget, MSG Sports Desk tonight at 9:30. It'll be hosted by Bob Wischusen and Bill Daughtry. All the Mets and Yankees coverage, baseball, NHL, NBA, and a whole lot more on the MSG Sports Desk at 9:30. And then wraps it up here in Boston. Our director was Bob Lewis. Our producer was Joe Whalen. Associate director Tom Beberg. Graphics coordinator Pete McEvely. Our executive producer Leon Schweier. For JD, this is Sam Rosen. So long, everyone.